Overnight, mostly sunny and 37 tomorrow. Good afternoon, I'm Tamira Francis with the 4 o'clock news. A 30-year-old man has been arrested and charged over the murder of Chris Robinson in September. His body was found in a warehouse at Lonsdale 3 days after he was last seen alive partying with friends after the AFL Grand Final. He died after being viciously bashed. Detective Acting Superintendent Andrew McRae says investigations are ongoing.
I would like to thank those members of the public who have come forward and provided information which has assisted our investigation. I would urge anyone that hasn't come forward and has information about the murder or has information about people who have assisted those that committed the murder to contact Crime Stoppers.
There's some good news for the budget's bottom line today. Premier Peter Malinauskas says the surplus has come in better than expected thanks to strong employment rates and the property market.
People will recall that the forecast surplus for the last budget was $18 million for the last financial year. Today I can report that there's been a $255 million uplift on that surplus figure. That takes the total surplus to $273 million for the last budget.
On a federal level, the Albanese government says Australia's jobless rate remains at historic lows despite 21,000 job losses over the past month. Latest data shows the unemployment rate remained steady at 4.3% over the past month. The result was mainly propped up by a rise in part-time work and full-time roles disappearing. But Employment Minister Amanda Rishworth says there's nothing to be concerned about.
Look, over month to month, we have seen some volatility in both full-time and part-time employment growth. What I would say is over the year, we have seen an increase in both full-time and part-time jobs.
Back to state politics. Today marks 100 days till the state election and new Liberal leader Ashton Hearn took the milestone to hold a press conference at Waterfall Gully as a reflection of the challenge ahead. Ms Hearn reinforcing that her party has a mountain to climb and who she will be drawing inspiration from other than Oprah.
Bruce Blackwell, who would be known by a few people out there. He's a mountaineer. He's climbed some pretty steep climbs. So we'll be taking a little bit of inspiration from him over the next 100 days because our team knows that there is an absolute mountain to climb, but we are determined to put our best foot forward.
The chaos in our prisons has spread to the courts, with sheriff's officers walking off the job in search of better pay and conditions. They've stopped work for 24 hours. The union is holding talks with the government this afternoon. The Trump administration has changed its official font to reverse the Biden-era diversity and inclusion movement. US Secretary of State Marco Rubio ordered all diplomatic correspondence to be stopped using the Calibri font and return to the more traditional Times New Roman, after the previous typeface was blamed for degrading State Department correspondence. Now turning to 5AA Sport. The Australian Olympic Committee will spend $50 million to make Olympic careers more financially viable. Support payments for retiring Olympians and funding to get postpartum athletes back to elite levels of competition. World number one Ariana Sabalenka denies her upcoming Battle of the Sexes match with Nick Kyrgios could damage women's tennis. The four-time major champion will take on the Aussie in Dubai on December 28th. She scoffed at suggestions, losing to the 672nd ranked Kyrgios on a modified court could be a setback for women.
This event is going to only help to bring women's tennis on a higher level because it's not going to be an easy match for him, and I'm just going to be there competing and showing that women are strong.
And the high-flying Oklahoma City Thunder have humiliated the Phoenix Suns in the NBA, taking the win by 49 points, 138-89. The Thunder are 24-1 for the season. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon at West Hindmarsh, a car and motorcycle crash to look out for. It's on Grange Road near South Road. Quite big delays through there. Also pretty sluggish at the moment, South Road, Mile End. And do look out for those works at Anzac Highway and Marion Road intersection. They are slow as we speak. Camera 2 this afternoon, Cavan Road, Dry Creek and Whites Road, Paralawi. South Road will be closed overnight between Olefs and Dawes Road this Friday and Saturday. Follow details at t2d.sa.gov.au. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast. Clear and down to 21 overnight. An absolute scorcher tomorrow, 37 and mostly sunny. 27 and sunny for Saturday. Cloudy and down to 23 on Sunday. Monday partly cloudy and 23. Right now it's 32 degrees on 5AA. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News Tonight.
I'm Alice Monfries. Tonight, Adelaide's court system crippled as more officers join the strike action. Heart-stopping video, a skydiver stuck on a plane's wing. See how he freed himself. The groundbreaking cancer therapy now available in Adelaide. And is seafood still on the menu this Christmas? We take a look at supply and prices. 9 News, your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 Now.
Stay informed, get involved. 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show. Rowey,
I am flabbergasted.
and Timmy G.
Absolute sports festival.
Good afternoon. It's 7 after 4. Real nice warm one out there today. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We are not too far away from the weekend. We're just navigating our way to the end of the week. 14 sleeps from Christmas. It's coming quickly. Rowey, Timmy G, good afternoon to you.
Well, thank you, Sammy. A picture-perfect Adelaide day. Got a tad warm there at about 2-ish. Tomorrow, 37, to bake that test wicket for the first day of our Adelaide test. That first session, that first ball, is my most anticipated sporting moment. Timmy, welcome.
Thank you.
Of the year. There's nothing... The first bounce of the ball of the first game, couldn't give a stuff. This first ball of the first test in Adelaide is my thing. My sons are my thing.
Yeah.
Love it.
I know a lot of people that do that over history and they just enjoyed it immensely. I've only ever done it once at Adelaide Oval. And it was, I'm not lying,
Try it.
I reckon it's the hottest day Adelaide's ever experienced. It would have been about 45, 46 or something.
God.
One of my sisters had said, look, through work to me, I've got this ticket, we can go. There's a bit of a eat out the back of the marquee and back to the stand. I said, oh, yeah, that sounds awesome. So anyway, I went and I did drive because I wasn't going to have a big day. I had to go out that night. I could not believe the heat. It was Australia, England. Darren Goff had to bowl the opening delivery, which is what Rowey's talking about. And I'm not lying, my car was so hot that it went mental when I got back in it. It was so hot. The air conditioning wouldn't work. It was just roaring. And I was sitting in a car that would have probably been baking at about 60 degrees.
It was a sauna.
It was horrendous. I've never been so uncomfortable at a cricket game ever.
Well, you've just
ruined it.
Why did you have what?
Because it won't be like that
can't
next week.
always be
Well, I'm saying
delightful.
it's the greatest. Well, okay, let's do this. What's a bigger moment in sport in our state than the first ball of the Adelaide Test day one? You name a big one. What's the most loved sporting moment of your calendar year? Now, I know port people will say getting to the game and singing that song and then the ball's bounced, and rightly so. But name a moment on our sporting calendar bigger than that. You won't. I'm telling you, you won't. 8223 0000. If you've got one, I'd love to hear one, but that's mine. It might be the we just had the Adelaide 500. It's not that. It's the grand final now. It's
BP Adelaide grand final.
You know, the roar. Whatever the hell it is, let us know what it is. Let us know. You'd have one, wouldn't you?
It was interesting that you mentioned the supercars there. I was talking to my mate this morning at Royal Regency. And he was actually saying, he said, I don't really follow supercars, but I got into it because of this final series. And I said, well, yeah, that's put a bit of spice on it. He said, did you see the guy from, is it Walkinshaw?
Andretti?
Yeah, he said they cheered like anything when Brock Feeney got knocked out or spun around in that first corner.
Oh.
He said, it was like, what the? I said, yeah, I reckon the finals has changed it. It's changed the attitude of a lot of drivers and teams and things. So, we'll see how that rolls. But look, for me, I think it's always your first footy game, like the first game you get at home. That's always an
First
exciting because you've missed footy and you love that first game to get back into it.
Yeah. Have your say, 8223 0000. Here's our test keeper, Alex Carey, on 2-0 up.
We know that England are a very good cricket team. We also understand we're in a position like this 2-3 years ago over in England, and we weren't able to, I guess, win that series. We were good enough to retain the Ashes. So for us, we're really excited for the opportunity we've got, but also understand we've got to continue to play good cricket.
He's a star of our test team now, one of the first picked. He has been for a while. Kez, try and catch up with him tomorrow. Completely stuffed up Baz Ball by coming up to the stumps, taking that catch that he did, running back and taking the ripper.
Amazing.
We've got a good lineup. We're going to speak to Chris Lynn about that, Pup Clark as well, and Jess Stenson. She broke a record. Travis Head on the M's was excited about Adelaide. He's with me.
Nothing changes this week. Is prepare well and and try and put ourselves in moments where we can win games. And in the back of my mind, we know that they're an extremely good team, and they're going to put us under pressure at some stages during the series, which they have already. You look at Perth and how close they were probably to getting a win there. And yeah, it's an exciting week for Adelaide. It's something that you dream of, to home test match and everything on the line, which is always exciting.
Who's their media manager?
For Cricket Australia?
Clearly their media manager's got them all in. Now listen, don't bag them. Don't kick a dog wallets down.
Yeah,
just
correct.
Ashes
aren't over.
We still haven't won it, and
correct.
that's probably the right approach.
Oh,
but when we win in Adelaide, and it's 3-0 and we've won it, gloves are off. Boot them fair in the clackers when we've won it.
Yeah, I think that's the right approach, without a doubt. You haven't won anything yet. You've won 2 tests. You've got a really good opportunity to take it away from them here in Adelaide. Don't be, what would you say? Don't get ahead of yourself.
No, what do you say? Wait, you give me advice all the time. I never adhere to it. You know about,
Never celebrate a win when it hasn't happened.
Well, I'm telling you, if the Lift the Lid hadn't been banned from the sports show, I would have done it after that. I would have had the Can You Feel It? I would have. But it's been banned. Now, that wasn't me. No, it's officially been... We'll get a new one for next year. Ricky Ponting's in town. He was on with Leith Forest. Praised our man, Kes.
That's Kerry's best ever game. I know he made 100 a couple of years ago at the MCG, but I don't think I've seen a better keeping performance maybe ever in a test match. It's one thing to do it, but the courage to go up and do it against the Quicks was, that's stuff that would have been spoken about in a team meeting, but you still got to be courageous enough to do it. And he was for the benefit of the team. And he could have easily broken a finger standing up there, and then that's his summer over. It was about what pressure that puts on the batsman.
Best ever keeping performance in a test match. Ricky Ponting, Sir Ricky.
Well, I was over the moon about the performance, weren't we, Sam, on Monday? And I just said that, not for Stark again and his heroics with the bat and the ball, I think Alex could have been very close man of the game. So,
well, how good was he with the bat? Well done, Kes.
Well done.
As we said, try and get him on tomorrow. Port Adelaide's off-field just goes from strength to strength. Posted an operating profit of 1.677 mil, revenue up to 70.3. That's in the elite phase. They're debt-free, paid off a $1.8 million historic debt. Their net asset position, it's always about having a strong balance sheet, $59.8 million. Timmy, on any measure, that's a great set of numbers.
Well, the last 5 years, and isn't it funny sometimes, the world turned upside down with COVID. I think for a lot of footy clubs, and including mine, it actually did them the world of good. And funnily enough, they stripped back and took a lot of things out, including people. That's what happens in those sort of times. And then you got to concentrate on what would you say, need to do, not nice to do. And it ended up they've been able to develop these sort of numbers on the back of that and get themselves in such a healthy position. So
their bounce back from COVID's been remarkable.
Well, I think COVID actually did them a favour in a way. Financially, it's been a really good
on them.
Result ever since.
Well, to everyone down there, the executive, the board, that's a great set of numbers. So support people, broke and win a flag, or flush for funds and in the 8. 822
Yeah, well, if we get...
Well, you've been broke and won a flag. You've been broke and won a flag.
Oh, we weren't broke in 2004.
Oh, well, around the mark.
Come on, mate.
Were you flush for funds?
No, I wouldn't say flush for funds, but we made $1 million profit that year.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, that was on the back of winning it and getting all those jumpers.
Probably, yeah. But you certainly weren't in the position we were in.
Did you sell a lot of tyres that year?
Well, it's funny, you say that. When we were doing... some historic moments for photos and what's not for the book. When it came to Mark Williams, Mark himself said the most iconic photo of me is the choking tie. Yeah. He said that's the one that's got to go in.
Yeah,
and he's probably right. Yeah. It is the most iconic moment of him.
That's right. But with all the other things he's done, it is that one. He's won the flag, the biggest thing. Crows, like all teams at the moment, are flying in pre-season. They're faster, stronger, better, bronzer. Here's Benny Keane. Well, they are, because they all see a bit more sun. Even the pasty ones like Keaney.
Bronzer, it's so true, though, isn't it?
And what is it about being bronze that makes you look fitter.
It does. It always makes you look fit and healthy and all the rest of it. But
you have a look at the weightlifters. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger's from Austria. He's as white as this table.
Yeah.
But when he did the pose...
Yeah, they all bronzed
they
up.
put bronze on them.
That's true.
Because muscles brown makes you look faster, stronger, leaner, better.
You look like a statue.
Well, there's no better than Benny Keys. Here's him.
Just extra motivation to want to get back in as soon as possible and start doing the work. So, it's always you always look forward straight away and look forward to what you can improve on and what you can do next.
Now, on the back of that, and I want everyone to be creative and have a sporting analogy about their team's season, their season last year. This is mine for the Crows, right? So, Timmy, I haven't prefaced this. You can think about your analogy. So an analogy means you say something, but it means another. Well, they've got two different meanings.
That's not an analogy.
No. Okay, well, that's not what I want then. I want an analogy. What's an analogy? Anyway, is this an analogy?
What do you think it is?
Well, this is mine. I want people to come up with their phrase of something about their team.
Okay.
Crows have been climbing the mountain for 7 years. Last season, they reached the peak. They got to the altitude, but they got altitude sickness and they froze. What? Well, did they? Does that? So they climbed the mountain. They finished top.
You were trying to make an analogy of
their season. That's what I want us to do that. So creatively for Crows, for Port, wherever.
Yeah.
So they got to the peak. But when they got to the peak, they got altitude sickness. And when they got altitude sickness, they passed out and they froze. In other words, they lost 2 finals. So they froze on the top of the mountain. That is a great sporting analogy.
All right.
Don't you think it was?
Yeah. No, I'm with you. You want Ports or not?
8223 your sporting analogy.
Yeah.
I want Ports.
Okay. Well,
and this is without you without...
No, we were going on a really long holiday. We were in the car. We were going to head to Darwin, and we got to Jepp's Cross. Broke down.
That's beautiful.
Needed a new car for that, Timmy.
You got in that brand new MG. That's exactly
nice pun,
right.
Sammy. Yeah. Nice pun.
Well, something with, Ken and all that sort of stuff. But what's your sporting analogy, a creative one? Because it's that time of the year where you can be a bit creative. It's Christmas. A bit funny, creative about your team.
Yeah, we lost all our tinsel.
Yeah, your team's sporting analogy, 8223 We generally finish the opener. What?
All I'm going to say, Rowey, is don't look at the unique home style blue text line for the next few minutes.
Okay, doesn't matter. We always finish with some good news generally in an opener. Mark Rasciuto has today retired from the Adelaide Footy Club board directors. He retires having reached his tenure limit, which is 12 years for board appointment of directors under the club's constitution, and his contribution has been significant. A legend on the field. There is no question about that. And a 12-year tenure on the board, most would say a legendary contribution as well. With some of the things he's done, his football expertise and industry connections. Industry connections mean that group of board and executives can go straight to Roo and say, Roo, can you ring Timmy? Can you ring the CEO? Can you he can open doors, and he opened many a door. A significant contribution that obviously will be honoured with his name of Mark Rasciuto on and off the field. So to Roo, well done. To the board, fantastic. A significant...
12 years, was it?
Yeah, significant. And I've had many a run-in with Roo about some decisions where he's caught me.
Yeah, over the years.
Absolutely. As protective of the brand and what they've done as anyone.
I just call that healthy friction.
No, there's no. I'm just saying, there was one particular person we had a lot of beefs over, but salute to you, Roo.
Yep.
Well done. A significant contribution to our great club. Well done.
Excellent work. We've got a massive show coming up. We're going to speak to a former Australian Test captain in Michael Clark later tonight at 5. Chris Lynn from the Strikers. The Big Bash starts this weekend. Hall of Famer of Football Australia, Sharon Black, a local here in Adelaide, will honour her. Jess Stenson, we spoke about her achievements breaking the marathon for Australia record. She will join us tonight. And we're going to speak to a young lad, Jarrah Reedy, a name you need to remember. He's the future of South Australian cricket. He's just won the title for the under-19 Saka side, a talented left-arm fast bowler. Plus tickets for the 36ers, tickets to the Strikers in the FIVEAA Sports Lounge, and your calls next. 8223 0000.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Hi, I'm Bronte Manuel from Toop and Toop. This year, the Real Estate Institute's National Awards named us Marketing and Communications Agency of the Year. Locally, we're also recognised as Large Residential Agency of the Year and Residential Sales Team of the Year. These awards highlight our focus on quality, innovation and outcomes that genuinely make a difference. And to our clients, thank you for the trust that keeps us moving forward. We've proudly been South Australia's trusted advisors in real estate since 1985. Visit toop.com.au.
Thinking of painting and don't know where to start?
We do, because we know paint at Crowey's.
So, visit Crowey's. And while you're there, join Crowey's Club to get 10% off everything.
We know paint at Crowey's.
Ark. Hey, Strikers fans.
What did he say at Crowey's?
Ark.
Oh, was it that?
Yes. Strikers fans, fire up the summer of KFC. Big Bash is on, and Adelaide Oval is where all the action is.
Chris Lynn after 4:30.
Correct.
So don't miss that. Great fella. Get ready for a huge night at the Adelaide Strikers. Take on the Melbourne Stars. Tuesday, December 23rd. Gee, expect big hits, fast bowling in that unreal Strikers atmosphere we all know and love.
Oh, yeah. Look, it's festive. There'll be Christmas fun to be had, a massive kids zone and stacks of entertainment to make it the ultimate family night out.
My little Rory's nearly ready. Is three's about right, isn't it? Because the Strikers family zone.
Brilliant. Yeah, Striker night out.
Junior tickets start from just $7, adults from $34. So grab your mates, load up the family and get behind our Strikers.
Yeah. It'll be Strikers v the Stars, Tuesday, December 23rd at Adelaide Oval. Lock it in. Secure your tickets now at adelaidestrikers.com.au. Adelaide Strikers, our city, our team.
Introducing the Caliente by Beechwood Homes. A multi-level masterpiece of design, innovation and style. Inspired by the effortless glamour of Palm Springs in California, it's bathed in natural light through clever architectural design. At its heart, a stunning 6-metre island bench anchors a kitchen that's as beautiful as it is functional. The Caliente is open for viewing at 10 Simon Crescent, Craigburn Farm, Saturdays and Sundays 1 to 4:30 p.m. Life's good. It's even better in a Beechwood home.
I'm high! The Excelsior Hotel has always felt like home. And for seniors, it's always been great value with 20% discount on selected bistro meals. Yep, 20% off. Feeding the whole family? Bring them all Saturday or Sunday for live acoustic music from 5 p.m. And kids eat free. Some conditions apply. The Excelsior Hotel feels like home, but better. You just know it's a Barreau Hotel.
End the year on a high with a great deal from Mawson Lakes Volkswagen. The huge end-of-year stock clearance sale is on now with new and demo Volkswagens priced to clear. Get immediate delivery and easy finance options. Hurry in for your perfect model and colour. The sooner you get to the showroom, the better your chance of scoring your dream car. Mawson Lakes Volkswagen's end-of-year stock clearance sale. End soon, so hurry. Salisbury Highway, just a short drive from the city.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
24 minutes after 4, Chris Lynn at 4:30. My goodness, the text line is going nuts. Joe, not the golfer. Stephen, can I please have front row tickets to your next Fringe show?
Wasn't that bad, was it?
Jared, here's an analogy, Rowey. Listening to the 5AA Sports Show is the audio equivalent of watching someone try and assemble IKEA furniture without instructions. Bang! We're off to a flyer. Your analogies for your sporting team, 8223 0000. Let's check your roads.
Afternoon at Gilman, a breakdown on the Porter Expressway near Eastern Parade. West Hindmarsh, car via motorcycle crash at Grange Road near South Road. Slow at the moment, South Road at Karata Park, and quite busy Main North Road at Enfield. Cameras for the drive home, Salisbury Highway, Dry Creek, and Vidana Road at Paralawi. It's the most adventureful time of the year at Anaconda. Get set for Christmas with Adventure Club deals across camping, hiking and outdoor gifts. Play more, pay less at Anaconda. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
All right, we're looking for analogies of your club's season.
Yeah.
How did it go? What
Be creative.
Describe. You said your guys got up to the top.
Top of the mountain.
Top of the mountain and got altitude sickness.
Altitude sickness froze. Yeah.
We were going on a long drive up to Darwin and we we broke down at Jepp's Cross.
Yeah, in a brand new MG.
Let's go to Seaton. G'day, Andrew. That wouldn't break down.
G'day, guys.
Henry?
Not my side, but Essendon promised to take their team to the promised land by plane, and of course the plane completely fell apart and didn't even get out of the hangar.
Unfortunately. They've had a few of those, unfortunately, Andrew. I know I don't like to throw stones from the cheap seats, but poor old Bombers. 21
God,
years
they get it
since
together?
they've won a final.
I know.
And that's just hanging over
That's
their
a
head
long
like no
time
tomorrow,
for a
isn't it?
big
club.
Melbourne club to be, yeah.
And the merit thing won't go well from here, will it? Like,
well, I think
he's going to lose the captaincy.
Well, he
that's
stood
already
down
happened.
from the captaincy.
Yeah.
No, he's a pro. They'll deal with it.
Well, they'll deal with it, but I just don't think it'll
He's
ever
more likely
sit
to
well.
win another best and fairest than he's not because he's that good a player.
Oh, yeah, but it's not about best and fairest, is it?
No, but I'm just saying he will perform. The lad will perform at his absolute best. But, it was just an awful state of affairs.
Yeah, let's do an analogy on that one.
Yeah, okay.
That would be good.
One.
Yeah, let's spitball that one out of the cannon. But no.
Read some more out. Everyone's potting me, apparently.
No, well, once the Crows were flying high and Rowey was hopefully optimistic, then they crashed and burnt. Like, no, we're not reading that one out. Don't ever go just off the cuff because you never know what you're reading.
Well, you don't even give me one of them anymore. I can't read them out.
Yeah. Well, that's cost cutting.
Is it?
We've got a budget, you know.
Yeah. Listen, we've got Chris Lynn coming up. Looking forward to that.
We'll get his analogy on what their last season was, perhaps 27 after 4. Headlines now.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Thanks to our good friends at Nordic Design Furniture, you could be updating your home with a $10,000 furniture package.
Each morning on 5AA Breakfast, 2 listeners will go head-to-head in our daily quiz, with the winner taking a seat on the extremely comfy and very stylish Nordic Design Furniture Legends Lounge.
It's simple. If you stay on the couch the longest, then the $10,000 prize is all yours.
And it's all thanks to Nordic Design Furniture. Nordic Design, handcrafted luxury furniture made in South Australia for over 54 years.
SA. It's who we are. It's what we do. It's where you know your barista by name, and they know yours. Where your fruit and veg shop keeps you smiling with seasonal goodness straight from the farm. And your favourite local spot always comes through with the goods. It's all the things that make us, us. And buying local means $1 spent here stays here. So when you're out and about, look for the state logo and buy SA for SA. A message from the Government of South Australia.
Catching up with family and friends at home is always a special time. Make life easy with a welcome hand from your local Barnacle Bill. It's Barnacle Bill for seafood and much, much more.
Toolkit Depot's Milwaukee Spend and Get is on now. Now, we've been speaking about this for a couple of days now, Rowey. It's 3 days only. You spend $250 on the Milwaukee Power Tools pack out or accessory, and you get $50 back, but they're TKD bucks.
This is important.
These are the TKD bucks that are as good as cash in store.
It's currency.
Correct.
It's as good as a credit card. Not a credit card, a debit card.
Correct.
Spend $500 on Milwaukee and you get $100 back in TKD bucks. The more you spend on a Milwaukee product, the more bucks you get back in your pocket.
Now, whether you're a tradie or you love to get into your own projects, bit of DIY, Toolkit Depot's expert team will get you sorted with the right Milwaukee tool and the right advice for the first time.
Are you a tradie or a DIYer? See, I'm classed as a tradie because I've got a trade.
I'm DIYer.
DIYer.
At best. Probably more a trades assistant.
Yeah, that's okay. Milwaukee Spend and Get. Hurry in Saturday. In-store and online. Only at Toolkit Depot. T's and C's apply.
Honda Run Out is on now at Formula Honda with great offers available across the Honda ZR-V and CR-V range. Now's your chance with Honda CR-V VTIX from just $40,900 drive away. Or enjoy a $3,000 price reduction across the 25-built Honda ZR-V and CR-V hybrid range. Don't miss the Honda Run Out on now at Formula Honda. Book your test drive at Formula Honda Modbury and Glen Osmond before they're gone. For T's and C's, visit honda.com.au.
Hi, Rodney Jane here. Bob Jane T-Mart's epic summer sale is on now. Want a free tyre? Buy 3, get 1 free on selected Bridgestone, Yokohama or Kumho tyres. Get up to $200 instant cashback on selected tyres. Plus up to 40% off Monster Alpha and Commando alloy wheels. And no one beats our best tyre price guarantee. At Bob Jane T-Mart's, we'll look after you.
T's and C's apply.
This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Good afternoon, Tamira Francis with the 4:30 News headlines. State Opposition Leader Ashton Hearn takes a swipe at the Premier despite an abundant budget bottom line. A man has been arrested and charged over the murder of Chris Robinson in September. Tom Silvani, son of Carlton legend Stephen Silvani, has been named as the high-profile man convicted of rape after lifting of a suppression order. And in sport, a record fleet of 36 yachts is expected to contest the Sydney to Hobart Classic Yacht Regatta this weekend ahead of the Blue Water Classic. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon at Gilman, a breakdown on the Porter Expressway now Eastern Parade. Seeing quite big delays through there. West Hindmarsh delays clearing from an earlier car and motorcycle crash at Grange Road near South Road. And we are slow for works at Prospect Main North Road near Burwood Avenue. Camera today, Bridge Road, Salisbury East and Cavan Road at Dry Creek. Stock up for Christmas at Dan Murphy's. Suntory minus 196 double lemon 330ml cans, 4-pack, $17 to My Dad's members. Ends Sunday. Choose to drink wise. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast clearing down to 21 overnight and heating up to a top of 37 and mostly sunny tomorrow. Right now it's 32 degrees. We'll have more news for you at 5 on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Welcome back. It's 28 minutes to 5. Michael Clark is going to join us at 5 o'clock tonight. Jess Stenson, Olympian and now Marathon Australian record holder. She will join us later on tonight as well. Your calls too, 8223 0000. Lots of prizes to win. 36ers tickets a little bit later on tonight. And right now, we'd love you to win tickets to the 5AA Sports Lounge to watch the Adelaide Strikers in action. They are back. Geez, we are in December. The year goes quickly. If you are over the age of 18, you are in the running, so call in 8223 0055. This is for December 23 when the Strikers take on the Melbourne Stars on a Tuesday at Adelaide Oval. Tickets and more info from adelaidestrikers.com.au.
Well, BBL 15, can you believe it, Rowey? It's unreal, isn't it? Our strikers are back into it, and don't worry, we've got a man right up the top order who will give us a real good crack at the title. His name is Chris Lynn. G'day, mate, how are you?
Hello, legends. Very well, thank you.
Hey, thanks for coming back for starters, but we got a fair lineup too. It's a nice little squad we put together.
Yeah, the coaching staff and the support crew put a nice squad. I think we've identified the areas where we want to get better at, and one was our death bowling. So we've got 3 class international players, that can bowl up front with a new ball and at the death. So we're really excited about that prospect. And look, hopefully we scored plenty of runs last year. So I know that's a strength of ours. We don't want to lessen that at all. So fingers crossed the boys are putting in all the work. Well, I know they're putting in the work. So fingers crossed we get a little bit of luck on our side and we can get off to a flyer.
Yeah, well, Jason Sanger is in our Shield team and did very well last year with our one-day side and also our Shield side, but he's joining our BBL campaign, which is great.
Yeah, mate, I actually haven't had a lot to do with him. I had dinner with him last night as he's in the leadership group, and I'm excited to bat with him. It looks like he's got a nice, calm head on his shoulders. He'll find himself up the top order, and he was phenomenal in our Shield final. So he's a adopted Adelaidean now. So the boy, you guys are behind him. I am myself. So, mate, we're found we've got a nice balance of the squad, and I like the fact we don't have any massive egos. Because I truly believe in T20 comps, the team that gels the quickest and unites the quickest start well, finish well, and have so much fun.
Yeah, you'd know that, Lenny, because you are a bit of a gun for hire. Since last BBL season, where have you been playing?
How long do you have?
I know, but it's like that, isn't it? How good is it?
Yeah. So, mate, I just flew back from Nepal 2 days ago. Before that, I was in Vancouver. I've been to England a couple of times for the Blast, mate, everywhere. So it's great to see the game of cricket growing wherever it is in the world. but my favourite time of year is right now. You're probably getting a bit of an echo. We're doing our media and content day, so you'll see my ugly mug around on the street over the next few weeks. But it really is the best time of the year. Obviously, it's the festive season, but, people get around the cricket. Obviously, all the footy codes are finished, bar the A-League, but, mate, all the boys get around. It gives me a buzz, and you know what? It's time for us to puff our chest out and make hay while the sun shines.
Well, you're right, because we were talking about it the other day, Timmy and I. We said, when do you really know it's summer? When do you really know? We said, when you get a burnt top lip or the thongs come out. But what we both said is it's when the Strikers play their first home game at Adelaide Oval. There's a smell of it and an excitement about that this town loves. There is. But first and foremost, we got the test, right? Well, we got that next Wednesday. I was going to get to that. Hey, we're all over the. We're bigger than the test. We're bigger than that. We'll get to the test. Hassan Ali, tell us about him from Pakistan. I've played against him a fair bit, and he's got me out a couple. He actually got me out of my debut for Australia in the one day at the Gabba. So we saw that famous celebration of his. But mate, what I really like, he's with all due respect, he's the most westernised of the subcontinent players that I've dealt with. And so he'll fit in really well to our group. He'll obviously, we know what he can do in the field, so we don't need to talk about that. It's what he'll bring away from the game and be around the young bowlers, work with Jamie over to be another leader out on the field. In recent years, we're probably guilty of deer in the headlights at the top of their mark. So we're going to bring that composure. And I've always said in T20, the team that panics last generally comes out with the outcome that you want. So he's going to bring a nice, calm head to our lineup. How good.
Yeah, good call. I thought with his selection and also Luke Wood, we're just putting a bit of variety into our attack as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we need a left armer, a guy that swings ball as well. So another one that is a leader within the side that's not named as a leader. So he moves around the field. He just wants to. He's currently playing for England in the shorter format, so we're going to use that experience. But I have found the guys that have come out from Big Bash in their first year tend to struggle, whereas this is his second time round. So we're really excited about that.
Well, Tim Payne said adding left armer Wood is all part of the grand plan. Are you privy to that grand plan?
Yes and no. I suppose it depends how deep you want to go into it, but we've got great coaching staff that do all the work. They get paid to do that. I get paid to clear the fence.
Great call.
So I've got to hold my end of the bargain now. But no, look, I think when you look at the drafts and the auction, there's data everywhere, and you can sometimes you try and reinvent the wheel, whereas you've got to do the basics well, and I think we need to do that because sometimes cricket's a game where you've got to earn the right, and if you skip a few dominoes, then you just fall in a heap and you've got nothing to fall back on. So I'm big on earning the right in whatever, maybe scoring 200, you prepare for 180. You know what I mean? Everyone wants to get over those 200 scores, but if you think big early, then you push the shit uphill, and it's hard to come back from.
Chris Lynn, Adelaide Strikers star, our guest. BBL 15, our first game next Wednesday at the SCG versus the Sydney Sixers. Very exciting. So how long's the group been together, or are you all together yet? How many days will you have before that Wednesday match?
Yep, so this is day number 1 officially.
Wow.
These boys have been in the last couple of, probably 3 or 4 days, get over the flight and whatnot. But this is day number 1, media day, as I mentioned. We'll have our first full team training session tomorrow, which is always exciting. Obviously, you get your new gear, and the boys, as you said, that buzz. We're very lucky that, we get to come together early and get that cricket buzz back, because it is, the boys have been playing Sheffield Shield cricket, and it can get long. The days can get long days in the field, whereas now, the light bulb's been turned on, and the boys get this fresh energy. Guys are coming from interstate, overseas, and new coaching group. We've got Benny Dunk, we've got Benny Lachlan, obviously Tim Payne, head coach. We've got Ryan Harris. I mean, that's a pretty cool support staff to be dealing with. And look, we're not going to Noosa on our days off, but we're going to enjoy ourselves because, as I said earlier, teams that have the most fun generally are up the top of the ladder.
Yeah, you know that. Before we let you go, Lenny, how good we're smoking those Poms 2-0. They stink, don't they? Just stink.
Yeah, well, mate, this is how close me and Brendan McCullum are. He's doing the Kiwi, doing the bombs over one more time for us. Look, in a way, you want to feel for them, but, mate, we're so passionate about winning here, and, the English press don't take a backward step on us, so when you get the foot on the throat, you really want to grind them. And, look, for the game of cricket's sake, I hope it goes 5 days and England win. Because that way the Saka win, we don't have any financial issues like Perth and carry on. But we see an entertaining contest. But the Adelaide wicket is a lot flatter than most around the country, so I think that mindset of the England cricket batters will be in full flow. It's whether or not they want to be like the traditionalists and one of the greats of the game, Joe Root, or not. It will all depend on their attitude.
Okay, well, Chris, have a great season, mate. Grab the long handle. I want you to put one out there on Montefiore Hill, mate. Have a great season.
I love it, mate. I'll be giving it everything I can, and I appreciate the support.
Sensational stuff. Chris Lynn, our guest. The BBL campaign for BBL 15 starts for South Australian strikers.
Can you believe it's the 15th year?
Yeah. Next Wednesday. Looking forward to it.
Can't wait.
Sensational stuff. Chris Lynn, our guest.
Congratulations to Scott from Highgate, who's got himself tickets with him and a friend to the FIVEAA Sports Lounge, which we're going to be giving away more tickets throughout the summer, so you will get another chance to win. They take on the Melbourne Stars December 23 at Adelaide Oval. That is their first home game of the year. And tickets and more info from adelaidestrikers.com.au if you'd like to get some tickets for the season ahead. It's 18 minutes to 5. Let's check your traffic.
Afternoon at Gilman, a breakdown on the Port of Expressway near Eastern Parade causing delays. Good news at West Hindmarsh, delays clearing from that earlier car and motorcycle crash, Grange Road near South Road, but it is sluggish as we speak, Main North Road at Enfield. Slow going too, Tapley, Road, Glenelg North with the camera, Vendana Road, Paralawi. End of year deals on Ford Ranger XLT bi-turbo, model year 26 from 59k drive away. ABN holders only, recommended price at participating dealers. Ends December 31 while stocks last. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
On 7 News, a major breakthrough in an AFL Grand Final Day murder. A skydiver left dangling above the ground, exposing the most dangerous toys this Christmas. And tea or coffee, which one gives you stronger bones?
Adelaide Central Plaza is giving you the chance to win an Audi Q3 Sportback 35, valued at over $62k from Audi Solitaire. Shop this Christmas at Adelaide Central Plaza for your chance to enter. Spend $150 at David Jones, or $50 at specialty retailers, or $15 at any food outlet or service retailer. T's and C's at adelaidecentralplaza.com.au. Adelaide Central Plaza, the home of David Jones and Rundle Mall. SA licence T25/1350.
Hey Strikers fans, Jason Sanger here. I'm fired up for another massive summer of KFC Big Bash at Adelaide Oval. And nothing beats our iconic New Year's Eve match presented by Health Partners. Join us for Adelaide's biggest New Year's Eve party as we take on the Brisbane Heat with Birds of Tokyo live and a huge sound and light show post-match. It's the ultimate family night out. New Year's Eve sold out last year, so lock in your seats now at adelaidestrikers.com.au. Adelaide Strikers, our city, our team.
Hi, Brady Bitt here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's still time to make 2025 the year you stopped dreaming and started driving that shiny new Mazda. The end-of-year plate clearance is on now with huge deals on all models. That's 12 months rego free, stamp duty free, plus accessory packs worth $500. No gimmicks, just great deals. Finish the year strong and in sports mode at Mawson Lakes Mazda. Salisbury Highway, just a short drive from the city.
Hi, I'm Lynn Andrews. The Lynn Andrews team have seen a lot of change in real estate over the past 50 years, but one thing remains unchanged: our passion to help people invest in their future. To build strong property portfolios in either the residential or the commercial sectors. Our commitment to property investment over the years means we have a wealth of knowledge to share. We're here to help you. Visit lynnandrews.com.au.
Ironman 4x4 Lonsdale is having a huge grand opening and you're invited. So gear up for your chance to win up to $5,000 off your Ironman 4x4 gear.
How good is this? You'll also find amazing bundle deals on rooftop tents. Do you know how good they are? and the awnings. You get a rooftop tent and awning. That's all you need.
That's it.
A little Weber IQ, a little baby Q, and a seat.
I could put a mirror ball up there and dance. And
No, we don't do that.
Oh,
no.
okay.
A little esky. Jeez. Plus, buy a bull bar and you'll score a winch for half price. Save around $500. They've got one-day-only giveaways dropping throughout the event, so you'll want to stick around.
Yeah, look, fuel up with free coffee. Check out the unbeatable offers and bring the kids for hours of entertainment on our giant jumping castle. There's something for me.
Yeah, tell you what, when you're 113 kilo, and that's being modest, and there's kids on there and you give it one big bounce, they can end up anywhere, top of trees. Have you seen them on Twitter and that? It's funny.
Classic.
Like fatties jumping on things and...
You won't
it's got
see
nothing to do with this. It's all happening at the Ironman 4x4 Lonsdale grand opening, 33 Sheriffs Road, Lonsdale, Saturday, December 13th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
All of us, I'm talking about here across both our states and territories and at head office where I sit at the governing body, to open up these conversations about what the future might look like. And, you know, bringing private capital into the Big Bash has been a conversation we've had for a number of months.
Todd Greenberg there. It's a very, very interesting time for the Big Bash. We just spoke to Chris Lynn, but privatisation is definitely on the cards in the future. How soon will that be? 8223 0000. I'd love to get your thoughts on all things sport. Michael Clark at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Now, Stuart Broad, you love to hate him as an Aussie because he was so good. He was a bloody good bowler, but he was one of those really, I don't know, tall, blonde-haired, blue eyes, Oliver Skin, as well as Oliver Skin as you can have for an Englishman, you know, and he was pretty, but he was a buffhead. He was not a villain. He was a dickhead, I thought. Like, you know what I mean?
He played villain.
Did you dump that?
Yeah, we're not allowed to say that.
Well, he wasn't. I did like him.
Yeah.
And
as a competitor, though, I thought, you know, he's a guy that you would fight with on the field.
Yes.
Without a doubt.
He was... I like Aussies that are scallywags that are fun, like Merv Hughes, stick your ear in your tongue and all that. This bloke was reversed that. He wasn't fun. He was just...
No, he liked to roll them up because he felt
he was
like
a knob.
that was... Yeah, but I think it also helped him perform, and there's a lot of people like that who do it on purpose because that gets them going.
Yeah.
And if they're not having a fight or an argument on the field, they're not involved, you know? So that's the way they like it.
He wore a headband. Now, Stuart Broad, you needed to be told by your captain, only DK Lilly can wear a headband because he's elite. Joel Garner can wear a headband because he was elite. And a sweatband.
I was going to say Curly Ambrose can wear anything he likes.
And he can wear whatever he likes. But, Stuart, you can't wear any of that. No. Joe Root, when he was your captain, should have said, mate, lose the headband. Anyway, he's now become a much admired, I would say loved and even respected commentator.
I think what happens is you see the full personality come out when they're able to do it off-field. When you're on field, you are over the line. Your fierce competitor comes out and the like. So that's where things get blurred, and then it's off-field that you start to see the other side of them.
Yeah. So now that he's on the other side of the mic and we can now hear him and get to know him a bit better, and he doesn't have to put on any, you know, I'm Tarzan and play like Jane type of things and wear headbands.
He was a good player.
He's probably his real self, isn't he? He's probably his real self.
Yes, you're getting...
So who were those sporting villains on game day that ended up, you know, legends off it?
Or you didn't mind them, yeah.
Didn't mind it.
Yeah, became likeable.
Yeah, became likeable.
They ended up... See, now, reverse of that. What are you thinking of Davey Warner? Why was he wearing that hat? What's he doing? Who's dressing him?
I don't know. I think as a commentator...
Tony Gregg wears a hat. No, here there is no hat.
Yeah.
And the only other winner was Matty Hayden. Haydos can wear a hat.
It's a bad hat.
No, lose it, Davey.
Yeah. I think
Who would have told him to wear that?
Yeah, but he is a commentator.
Do you like him?
Yeah, it's taken me a while. It's taken me a while. I mean, as a competitor, he would be the one that you want to absolutely thrash.
So he's the reverse to Brody. He was the same as Brody. The opposition didn't like him, but now that he's on the other end of the mic, he's same.
Yeah, I think he is who he is. I think he is who he is.
Same. So sames, and those that are better.
Yeah.
You know, when you got to know him, you think, you know what, not a bad snoozer.
Fierce competitors.
8223000. Get to it. If there's any nominations. I know it's hot out there, but the phones have seized. The text line's gone berserk. Well, it's easy to text, isn't it?
Got one from Dirk, your old mate.
Dirk Hartog.
Yeah. He just said, look, I've been texting. This is his analogy of his contributions to the show during the year. He said, texting my regular jokes to the show this year, you've really made me feel like Ricky Gervais, but you've only given me a can on a string and you've snipped off one end.
That's a great analogy.
Oh, yeah.
He's clever, Dirk.
Have
we met him?
What about this Port Adelaide analogy?
Oh, please give me it.
Port Adelaide wanted to bring home the chockies this season, but ended up with lolly teeth. He's laughing.
You know when,
I think that was quite clever.
You know when
good.
That's
quite clever.
That's winning it.
There's no name to it.
Set it up again. Why are we doing sporting analogies? Set it up.
Oh well, that was your little line where you said about Adelaide. You said, right, what's your team and your club's analogy of their season? And that was obviously one that they put through for Port Adelaide. So I have to laugh at that.
They used to have that big candy machine on the 4th floor, which is our floor, for those that don't know. I've never been there. The vending machine, that's what it is. Now it's down on the 3rd. Why have they done that?
Well, to keep it away from you, I think.
Well, I think it might be true. I'm glad they have.
To be fair.
But I know that number 14 is the mixed lollies one. And you've seen me every now and then push 14 and get the mixed lollies up. I do offer you, but you're all athletes. And they have those teeth in there.
Yeah.
They're the only ones I throw out. I can't eat them. Do you eat them?
I'll give them to the grandkids.
Now, Ken Hinkley, that's why that is so funny, because he
did it.
He put one in his mouth. That was funny.
Brisbane, wasn't it?
It was against Brisbane. They were down by 5 goals
now,
at the time.
Yeah. Hang on. Did I read
he might be in the media next year?
He might be against us in the media.
Yeah,
Ken.
Yeah, I think there was a release somewhere today. So.
Well, you know what? I used to love you, Ken. You're now the arch enemy. You can go and get...
8 minutes to 5. Hey, cricket, of course, is not too far away here in Adelaide. Just 6 sleeps next Wednesdays when it starts. Ricky Ponting has had his say on 5AA with Leith Forest today about the English.
Yeah, we need them to be good enough. We need them to identify and understand certain moments in games where they might need to sort of temper and play the game at a slightly different rate than what they've done over the last 2 Test matches. Because they've been very poor so far, but they remain defiant about the way that they want to be and the way that they want to play, which is quite staggering to most of us. They'll talk about some personnel changes, probably from Adelaide. I'm not sure what that would look like, but yeah, they've certainly got some work to do if they want to get themselves back into the series.
Now, he knows, one of our most successful captains, one of our greatest Test players. He's scored the third most amount of Test runs because Joe Root's overpassed him, Sessions number 1. He knows the game. Now, when he's talking like that and all the past greats are talking like that, you would have thought at Noosa they would have gone to the Noosa Surf Club, seen Bert's there, doesn't he run it?
He does, Craig Burton.
Burton runs it and said, look, can we just have a private room here? There is no private rooms. Have the balcony in the corner and have a little team meeting about how Bazball's going.
Look,
don't you reckon that they'd have it?
You would have heard me say
Everyone's telling them to change.
You would have heard me say this a million times. The end depends on the beginning. You can't have a good season without a good pre-season. I just think the pre-season for this Ashes series was poor. And now the numbers are coming out. It's proving to be poor. And then the performance is poor. So it's very hard to then turn that ship once that's been put in place because you can't get your beginning back again. And that's one of the biggest things that they're going to struggle to do now is to turn that ship.
But who was that BBC boy we had on yesterday?
Henry Moran.
Henry Moran was very good. He said, hey, guys, be very, very careful. They've now had the 2 trial games. They've had the 2 pre-season games. Right. They've now had 2-siders. They'll get it right in the 3rd. Well, let's hope they do.
They have to work harder, though.
Because this will go 5 days.
And then that's the thing is, with every game that goes a little bit longer, they're less prepared for it.
That's it.
So, in my humble opinion, is you can't get things right if you haven't done the preparation prior.
But they've had 2 Test matches now, albeit one of them for 2 days. Imagine Jeffrey Archer listening to his bowling coach and maybe his captain and saying... Joff Archer. Who did I say?
Jeffrey.
He was a very good author. Actually, I'm reading one of his books.
That show, wasn't it?
Yeah. No, he's a good author, Jeffrey Archer.
He's a lawyer, yes.
Yeah,
He used to
anyway.
do that show, Hypothetical.
Oh, did he? Same bloke?
Yeah. So
British author.
Interesting that you
Is he
should
the
say
same
that.
bloke?
Jeffrey Archer, yeah.
Okay,
he's a
didn't know
lawyer,
that.
he's an author, does
Very impressive
Hypothetical.
man. His books, he writes 10 books a year. One of them's good. You just got to find the good one. Anyway, Jeffrey Archer, imagine him in the team meeting actually listening to people and actually listening to Steve Smith and actually kicking off the sight screen and bowling 150s from now on. That's a different test match.
At the beginning.
That's what I mean. That's a different looking Joff.
I just don't think...
And take that gold chain off.
Yeah, I talk about conditioning, and you've got to be conditioned for whatever it is you're playing.
Yeah.
I just don't think they prepared well enough to be conditioned for the test matches. And he's a great example of it, where you can see him tiring in spells of only 6 overs, and he's tiring, and you're going, got to get him off because he's dropped down to 132. That's not good enough.
You know what? He's all show no go at the moment.
Well, there is a bit like
it's a bit like a golfer. You drive for show and you putt for dough.
But there's another golfing saying: all the gear and no idea.
Well, he. If I was his captain, Joff, come here. See that gold chain? Take it off. You're all show no go.
It becomes an issue when you're not performing. It's not an issue if you're taking five.
But tell me why he's wearing it. For show.
Yeah, of course.
There would be no other, like, is it a family heirloom? Is it, tell me why he'd be wearing that big gold bloody thing around his neck. What is he, is he a hoodlum?
Oh, sorry. Quickly, I just got to correct myself. Jeffrey Archer didn't do Hypothetical. It was Jeffrey Robinson did Hypothetical. So I'm in the wrong.
Sam, how's the show been this first hour?
Yeah, it's definitely it's December 11, isn't it?
Yeah. Sam, that was a hypothetical.
It's starting to run out of steam. Let's get to the news. We have Michael Clark on the other side. He'll lift us up.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Word gets around quick. The turbocharged Kia K4 hatch has just landed, featuring wireless connectivity and charging, plus a wide sunroof, all in one dynamic sporty package. Visit your Kia dealer today for a K4 test drive.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Adelaide's local, trusted and truly connected talkback radio station. 5AA. Always Adelaide.
When life hits the fan, clean it up with a new Cashies loan. Get up to $10,000. Redraw whenever you need without reapplying. Plus, there's no upfront fees, no monthly account keeping fees, and no shouldn't be a fees. New Cashies loan. Be more life-proof. Apply in-store or at cashconverters.com.au. T's and C's credit checks, fees and charges apply. See website for TMDs. Australian Credit Licence 391436.
Today's reverse ducted air conditioning systems offer so much more than just an on-off switch, which is why REQ Air Conditioning will spend as much time as you need to get familiar with all the functions and controls of your new system. It means you'll get the most out of it from the very start. No guesswork required. Stay cool, stay warm, save money and master the remote with REQ Air Conditioning and Energy Solutions. Google REQ Air Conditioning for a free in-home quote.
Jeffrey Archer, As the Crow Flies.
Okay.
There'll be a lot of
That's your
Aussies.
favourite?
He's a fiction novelist.
Yep,
Yeah,
sure.
that's make believe, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So non-fiction is real.
Yep.
And fiction is non. Real.
Yeah, correct. Now, this is going to be big for next week. I want everybody
Come on.
listening here.
Joe's listening.
Because this is going to be important next
Okay.
week.
Oh, please.
Because the cricket's going to be on, and you're going to be thinking, what am I going to do?
Before or after?
Before or after?
Probably after.
Down the stairs, just off North Terrace, there's a place where the lights are low, the felt is fast, and the beer flows cold. It's the Empire Bar and Pool, and it's an underground escape. Not your average pub, let me tell you.
No, it's not. It's a ripper. Empire Bar and Pool boasts 12 pub-size 8-ball tables, 16 American 9-ball beasts. They got elite Chinese snooker tables. They take about a half hour to run around. Jeff Stenson would have to get her running shoes on.
Yeah.
It's massive. We're going to speak to her this next hour. They've got private areas for hire, catering options and booth seating that turns, well, come down and have a hit to, well, a hit. What would you call it, a hit?
Yeah, no, come down and have a game.
Come down and have a game into something absolutely wildly legendary.
Absolutely. The big nights to laid-back sessions, Empire Bar and Pool is where mates, well, they meet, rivals are made, and memories are chalked up one frame at a time.
Yeah, and, you know, just, I love it. Empire Bar and Pool, basement 2 Gresham Street, City, open 7 days a week.
Look at your hands. 5 digits, 14 joints, 27 bones, multiple tendons and nerves, but a lot can go wrong. If you're experiencing hand pain, it can drastically affect your lifestyle. If it's happening to you, get in touch with GRIP, a specialised hand and wrist practice with a team of highly qualified hand surgeons and therapists. From therapy to surgery, GRIP can help you get to the source of the pain and provide a solution. Visit gripsurgery.com.au.
Milwaukee Spend and Get is on now at Toolkit Depot. Spend $250 across the Milwaukee range and get $50 back in TKD bucks. The more you spend on Milwaukee, the more you get back. Hurry, Milwaukee Spend and Get ends Saturday. Only at Toolkit Depot. T's and C's apply.
City Discount Tires. Get saving this month at City Discount Tires. Grab 3 Falcon Zeek ZE 310R passenger car tyres and get the 4th tyre absolutely free. Experience top-notch performance with exceptional grip on both wet and dry surfaces. Steer your way to citydiscounttires.com.au for even more great deals. City Discount Tires. We're driven by value. City Discount Tires.
The news and information that matters. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Clear and down to 21 overnight. An absolute scorcher tomorrow with a top of 27 and partly cloudy. Good evening, I'm Tamira Francis with the 5 o'clock news. 100 days out from the state election, Liberal leader Ashton Hearn is highlighting that the government has fallen short on its promise to fix ramping. Ms Hearn also drawing attention to the current prison and home detention officer strikes today, joined by PSA, which halted the courts. Acknowledging the metaphorical mountain the party has to climb to win the voters' favour, the Liberal leader says her goal is to give South Australians a choice at the polls.
Despite going to the election promising to fix ramping, this government this year alone has delivered 50,000 hours worth of ramping. And then we've got the criminal justice system, which is essentially in meltdown. These are the very 3 key issues which we'll be hoping to address come March.
This comes as South Australia's 2024-25 budget position has been significantly updated as a confluence of events upend the state's financial position. A buoyant property market, strong employment and insatiable spending have strengthened the state's budget to deliver a surplus of $273 million, up from an anticipated $18 million. Police have made an arrest over the murder of a Moana father, Chris Robinson. He was last seen alive on AFL Grand Final day with his body found 3 days later in a Lonsdale warehouse. He'd been bashed to death. A 30-year-old Happy Valley man has now been arrested and will face court. It comes almost 3 weeks after a ute believed to be linked to the crime was seized at Cherry Gardens. Police have not ruled out making further arrests. The federal government says we need to look at the broader employment picture as month-to-month results can be volatile. The jobless rate remained steady at 4.3% in November. A rise in part-time jobs propped up the result as 21,000 full-time positions were lost over the past month. But Employment Minister Amanda Rishworth says the jobless rate is still at historic lows.
There is volatility month to month, and so we saw more jobs added last month, less jobs this month. That's where the annual figure is really important. Over the last year, we've seen 182,000 extra jobs added to the economy.
Adelaide beaches have been given the tick of approval to swim by authorities today amid the ongoing coastal algal bloom disaster. All 21 metro onshore sites have recorded 0 or low levels of the Karenia. Emu Bay is the only location where elevated levels have recently been detected. Tom Silvani, son of Carlton legend Stephen Silvani, has been named as the high-profile man convicted of rape after the lifting of a suppression order. The 23-year-old's criminal case had been shrouded in secrecy with an extraordinary gag order in June last year after he was charged with 2 counts of rape. After a 10-day trial and less than 2 days of deliberations, last Friday he was found guilty. He will return to court for a pre-sentencing hearing on Friday. Now turning to 5AA Sport. Roar on the Border will bring State League footy to regional South Australia in 2026. Glenelg will take on the VFL's Coburg Football Club on the Limestone Coast over the March long weekend at Mount Gambier. The last time the two clubs met was in 1978. To the AFL, Max Gawn isn't sure if he will continue as Melbourne's captain next season. The Demons have a new coach and Gawn admits it might be time for a new skipper.
Whatever the club needs, to be honest. I've got no real ego in having that C next to my name. If the club feels like it's best to push on in a different way, I'm more than happy to get behind it. If they would like me to get a bit of continuity, because there's been a lot of change at the football club, I'm happy to get behind that as well. I love being captain.
Victoria has today named Gawn, Sam Darcy and several others in its State of Origin squad. No F1 title, but a $56 million payday might soften the blow for Oscar Piastri. The add-on $41 million bonus will actually make him the fourth highest earner in Formula One. And Mitch Marsh says he will prioritise his white ball commitments for Australia when his first-class career wraps up this summer. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Quite busy in a few spots of the drive home this afternoon. Grand Junction Road at South Road, super busy. Sir Donald Bradman Drive heading out of the city. And we're really sluggish at the moment. Railway Terrace, Richmond Road at Keswick. Cameras of the drive home, Kester's Road, Parahills West and Gorge Road at Paracombe. Join Fernwood Fitness today and get the rest of the month free. Finish the year off strong at Fernwood Fitness, Australia's premium women-only gym. Go to fernwood.com.au to find out more. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast. Clear and down to 21 overnight. An absolute scorcher tomorrow, 37 the top and partly cloudy. 27 and mostly sunny for Saturday. Cloudy and down to 23 for Sunday. Monday, partly cloudy and 23. Right now it's 32 degrees on 5AA. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News Tonight.
I'm Alice Monfries. Tonight, Adelaide's court system crippled as more officers join the strike action. Heart-stopping video, a skydiver stuck on a plane's wing, see how he freed himself. The groundbreaking cancer therapy now available in Adelaide. And is seafood still on the menu this Christmas? We take a look at supply and prices. 9 News, your news, nightly at 6 on 9 and 9 Now.
In Adelaide and across South Australia, this is 5AA, always Adelaide. The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Good to have you with us at 7 minutes after 5 on this Thursday afternoon. Still plenty to come on this warm Adelaide day. Jess Stinson to join us on the show. She broke the Australian women's marathon record just the other day. Great, proud South Australian she is. We'll speak to another proud South Australian, now a Football Australian Hall of Famer in Sharon Black, and a talented left-arm speedster from our SACA under-19 title winners, Jared Reedy, plus some 36ers tickets to give away. It's a top-of-the-table clash tomorrow night at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre between our Sixers and Melbourne United. You won't want to miss them. And your calls, 8223 0000. And remember, you can watch the show all the way through to the end on the Morn Team Hyundai live stream on Facebook and YouTube.
It's going to be a huge week next week, and it's getting even bigger because on Tuesday, the 16th of December, between 7pm and 9pm at Sky City Casino in the District, which is a great venue.
Spot.
Yes, we're going to be, well, absolutely honoured to have the Beyond 23 live tour going to be performing here. Of course, Michael Clark along with Erin Holland will bring that to us, and Michael Clark is on the line now. G'day, how are you?
Hello, boys. How are you? I thought you were talking about me where you said young 19-year-old left-arm speed. Surely that's the putster back in the day.
Yes, yes. I do remember the great India test, but I can't say they were quick deliveries. But
oh, mate, seriously, anybody that I got out, that was a miracle. I wish I got to face myself, that's for sure.
Look,
Thanks for having me, boys.
This is always a lot of fun as a podcast, of course, but this will be great, bringing it live to the stage. Have you done this before?
I can't wait. Yeah, I've done 2 shows. I did one in Sydney before the first test, and then I did one in Brisbane the morning of the second test. So coming to Adelaide, I've got to say, is one of my favourite places in the world. I'm going to bring my daughter, actually. She's never been to South Australia, so I'm going to bring her along. We're going to spend a couple of days there, obviously the test match being on. And, yeah, I'm excited to bring my podcast there.
And you are bringing some guests with you, I believe, as well.
I'm bringing the great Brad Haddon, good friend of mine, vice captain when I captain Australia, and a wonderful keeper batsman. So Hads will be there. Aaron Holland will be hosting. Monty Penisar will be there as well. So we can give him a bit of grief with the Aussies being up 2-0. And I've also just spoken to overnight. I've spoken to my good friend Tommy Cooper, who is a proud South Australian, wonderful batsman. So Tommy's going to come on as well. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That's awesome. You're not going to put Monty in the chair and give him another mastermind session, are you?
Yeah, don't worry. I've had a number of conversations with him about mastermind. He reckons he'd go on it again. I'm like, Monty, you are not going on it again.
So in real life, is he that dumb?
You know what? He's an absolute beauty. Monty is a great fella, and he used to sledge me when I played against him. He got me out a couple of times, but no, he's a great guy. I asked him, I said, Mont, it must have been, I think like a lot of these TV shows, you do them from home on the couch, and it's easy as. You don't get one question right. Once you go in there and you're under pressure, the rules of engagement change. So unless I'm willing to go on and take it on myself, I'm not going to bag anybody.
Well, when you get him up on the stage, just send a little text to Steve Smith. He'll be across the road because that's where they stay. You know that, pup. You know where the boys stay. And just get him to pop in. That'd be game on, wouldn't it? Oh, God.
Wow, him and Simmons, Smitty, they've, I think Monty enjoyed the wind-up. And I know Smitty very well. He would have enjoyed his comeback. So nothing wrong with a bit of banter on and off the field.
Yeah. Now, Pup, you know better than any because you've been an Ashes winning captain. What's wrong with England? They haven't won a test in Australia since 2011.
Yeah, look, I think particularly this tour, they'll be disappointed so far because I think they've actually got a pretty good team. When you look at the players on paper and I guess the success they've had individually throughout their careers, they line up pretty well against the Aussies, but geez, they've been under par.
Well, they have.
I think, look, there's been a lot of talk about preparation. I think that they're lacking game preparation. So hitting balls in the nets and bowling overs in the nets.
Different.
I used to say playing a club game, making 40 in a club cricket game was worth 20 net sessions to me. I'd prefer to do that every day of the week. So I just think they're short on game time.
Okay,
that's a great call.
Yeah, but who was the former Australian said they had their heads up their backsides. Who was that? Jeff Boycott. Sorry, I couldn't get that out.
Yeah. Well, that's the other thing as well. They're copying probably more criticism from past England players. I think you can feel the frustration in past play. Look, Stokes is a good fella. I know him quite well, and Brendan McCullum I know very well, and I like Baz. But I don't think they've helped themselves just with choice of words. Like Stokesy, I think before a ball was bowled, he said, look, I can't remember exact words, but it was something along the lines of, he said, times have changed, the game's changed, and we don't prepare like the has-beens used to, the older players. So any past player would have had beef with that. And then I think what Baz said the other day when he said, look, we probably over-prepared before the second test. Yeah. I don't think he meant over-prepared. I think he meant we overtrained, which you can do. Hitting 1,000 balls in the nets and bowling 1,000 balls, if you're not training the right way and training to get better, then you can wear yourself out. So, but you can never be over prepared for anything. Certainly not success, that's for sure. So, I don't think they've helped themselves with their choices of words. But this is why the Ashes is different. Australia versus England, all this stuff off the field, the media spotlight, how critical the fans are. It's what comes with an Ashes series, and that's why we talk about careers are ended after Ashes series. The team that loses, careers are ended.
Yeah, it's a good call. We are talking with Michael Clark. The Beyond 23 live tour going to hit Adelaide, Sky City Casino, the district. That's next Tuesday, the 16th of December, 7 till 9. Doors open 6:30. Talking about the Ashes, what was your toughest, you reckon, the Ashes series that you played?
2005 in England. Yeah. My first Ashes series. That was
your first.
It was my first, and it was one I'll remember forever. Look, I think that was a very good introduction for me into what Ashes cricket is about. Yeah. And what tough test cricket is about. And look, although we lost that series, I think that was my favourite series I've ever played in.
Yeah,
it was just from ball one, so competitive. And again, I learned very quickly all the stuff that comes with playing cricket for Australia off the field. You know, you were shoved into the spotlight, and it is 24/7 on an Ashes series. You just, if you don't perform, you absolutely cop it. If you do perform, you get praised by everybody.
When we belted them in 06-07, why didn't we get MBEs?
Yeah. Oh, tell me about it. Don't worry. Why did we get the lap around Australia?
Did you
we
guys?
Celebrated like we did. Let me tell you, we celebrated like we got everything.
Talking sledging, I mean, did you give it to them after that? That would have been so hard not to say something.
I don't think there was much said afterwards, but I can guarantee there was a lot said during. I think we copped our fair share in England, and it was given back when we got back to Australia. But look, to me as well, I get asked this all the time. You know, what was sledging like, and how important was it? When I come into the Australian team, Steve Waugh was my first captain. I remember my first West Indies tour. He was the captain. Tugger was as tough as anyone.
Yeah.
Warney used to stop the game to sledge. These guys, Matty Hayden, Ricky Ponting, these guys, I think they felt like it helped their game. Like Tugger used to sledge someone to wake himself up if he wasn't as sharp as he'd like to be when he was batting. So I think it was just used a lot differently back then. And we didn't have as many cameras. We had no microphones as well. Now, every word's said. And I think, that plays a big part in how people act on the field as well. You know that young boys, young girls are going to hear it. So you probably got to be, and rightly so, you got to be a lot more selective.
So Jimmy Anderson, will you give him that broken arm?
Well, that's a good example. My truth is, no, I wouldn't take it back. But the words I used around what I was saying, the language I would definitely take back, because I don't want a young boy or a young girl going to play club cricket or school cricket on Saturday and swearing at an opposition player like I did. So that is a good lesson. And that's my truth around. I wouldn't take back what I said to Jimmy, but I'd use much different language.
Stay away from the mic.
Yeah, I wish you had it.
And maybe ask for the stuff mic to be turned off.
Well, that was at the Gabba, wasn't it? Was it at the Gabba?
Yeah, it was at the Gabba.
Yeah, I was going to say, everyone at the Gabba would have been hoping you did break, but he didn't. Expect behind-the-scenes stories, hilarious memories from Warney to Warner and plenty more, and you'll have audience games. This is going to be Beyond 23 live tour at the Sky City Casino. You must book. We've heard it's been absolutely brilliantly. As you see us out, what's one of your hilarious memories? Pup, come on, give us a tease.
I think for Monty's into me about getting me out. I'm into Monty about him bowling to Gilly that day at the Wacker where he smacked him over his head 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I think for me the opportunity, because certainly in when we do these live podcasts, we're not recording them, so you can get away with a lot more.
Yes.
So I can tell a lot more Warney stories than I can when something's being recorded. Trust me.
Beautiful. I like the
so
sound of that.
Of those. So,
were you still in the era of roommates, Pup? Were you still able to room with somebody back in your era?
For New South Wales, when I played first class cricket, we used to have them, but no, when I started for Australia, we didn't. But Warney used to get to the hotel before me, cancel my room, and upgrade his to a 2-bedroom. So I might as well have had a roommate. I room with him every single tour.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't.
He did take a shine to you, didn't he?
It was unbelievable.
He did take a shine to you, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, if he liked you, Warney loved you.
Yeah. Oh, your phone's just breaking up. Just do a pirouette there, Pup. Your phone just broke up because Warney was number 23 and Pup was 23.
For his mates and for his family. He loved company.
Yeah.
Hey, we were just talking. You broke up there, Pup. That's okay. We don't have to backpedal. It's Beyond 23. That was your number. Warney was 23. So how did you get that? Did he pass it on to you?
Yeah, it sounds like a Warney.
He did.
Yeah. Oh, good.
He handed it down to me. Yeah, Warney was the first guy. I know in the AFL they hand their number down all the time, and Warney was the first cricketer to hand his number down. He handed it down to me, which was extremely kind.
Yeah, it's another memory, mate, that probably just carries in the back of your head when you're doing shows like this and, having a bit of fun and remembering him and celebrating his life, which was unbelievably eventful, to say the least.
Oh,
but,
it certainly was,
but
it's you know what? I think for all of us, I think everyone, certainly as you get a bit older, you have people around you that pass away, whether it's grandparents, parents, family, friends, whatever it is, and I think that's my lesson. Unfortunately, I've had too many close people pass, but it's about living, for them now and remembering the good times. I think that's another reason I can't wait to have Tommy Cooper on the podcast when we get to Adelaide. He lived with Phillip Hughes. He was Hughes' roommate in Adelaide, and he's got some unreal, so good stories about how, their friendship, that bond, but what Hughes was like to live with. And I think that's part of our job, when you lose people close to you, it's about making sure that memory lives on. Well, and that's why, for me, be able to talk about whether it's Warney or Hughesy and all the good things that, they used to do for so many different people.
Do you touch on that? Your tribute at his, what wasn't a tribute, it was a eulogy at his funeral was just unbelievable, Pup. It was shown live.
Thank you,
it was unbelievable. And it's a little bit of a legacy for you as a captain. We could see what you must have been like as a leader for the way that you presented yourself there. Do you touch on that in this Beyond 23?
You know what? It's very much unscripted, so it's on feel. I think we'll definitely talk about Hughesy because I got Tommy coming on. So, that's a bond that we both share. So we'll definitely, go there. But also we offer, the floor's open. Anyone that comes can ask any questions they want. There's nothing off limits. I'm very honest. So I don't have anything to hide when it comes to that stuff. And I just think I think we should talk about it. I think we should be open about it. The eulogy for me when Hughesy passed that was a blur. I was in such, look after their family as much, or his family as much as I could mode and try and make sure I was looking after my teammates as captain of Australia. I can't remember, even standing up there and talking. And
well done.
I probably would never look back on that, on a recording or a video to watch that again. It's not where I want to go. But yeah. Look, his memory lives on. I think about him every day, as do I with Warney. I celebrate, I don't miss his birthday. I don't miss the anniversary of his passing. And like I say, I think it'd be nice to have Tommy Cooper on and talk some good, positive stories about what a great man he was.
So you're saying it's unscripted and people in the crowd can yell anything out. What if someone yelled out Lara Bingle?
I'd say, where the bloody hell are you?
Great answer. Well done, mate.
Say, nothing's off limits, boys.
Well done.
Brilliant stuff. Really appreciate your time, mate. Beyond 23, the Ashes live tour. It's going to be sensational. Sky City Casino, the district. It's on Tuesday night, 16th of December, 7 till 9. Get your tickets down there. Should be a sensational night. Thanks very much, Pup. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, boys. Thanks for having me.
Excellent stuff, Michael Clark.
That
of course, former Australian captain and bit of a character there. And great answer.
Well, but that's what you're going to expect.
You are.
If it's a podcast
you're preparing
it's live.
You're preparing him.
That's exactly right.
And he was very quick off the mark.
And he knows us Adelaideans, we're a little bit different.
There you go. Liked it.
Go and get your tickets. That'll be a fantastic show. 23 minutes after 5. Here's your roads.
Afternoon at Jebbs Cross. Carby motorcycle crash causing delays. Grand Junction Road near Port Wakefield Road. Pretty slow at the moment at Prospect for works. Main North Road near Birdwood Avenue. Getting busy for the drive home. Railway Terrace at Keswick with the camera Salisbury Highway, Dry Creek. It's the most adventureful time of the year at Anaconda. Get set for Christmas with Adventure Club deals across camping, hiking and outdoor gifts. Play more, pay less at Anaconda. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
There's Salted Millionaires Mix, Raspberry Lollichocks and Macadamia Magnifique. Merry Christmas, folks. I'm Brett Charlesworth, and they're just 3 of over 100 lip-smacking delights we make for you at Charlesworth Nuts. This Christmas, spoil yourself and your guests with the very best and the absolute freshest. And when it comes to nuts, that means South Australia's own Charlesworth Nuts. I guarantee you'll taste the quality difference we've perfected for over 90 years. 11 family-owned stores or shop online. Why Charlesworth? Because fresh nuts taste better.
Soft drinks, sport drinks, fruit drinks, energy drinks. The sugar in any sugary drink is sugar your body doesn't need. It can get turned into fat, including toxic fat around your vital organs, which can lead to cancer, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Our bodies work best on water. It's sugar-free, fat-free, and if you get it from the tap, virtually free. Find out more at livelighter.com.au. A message from Preventive Health SA.
Well, nobody knows paints like Crowies. They're just simply the best. And a lot of people claim things, but when you are, you are.
That's
when you
right.
you know.
Yeah.
And when you've been there, you will understand.
Correct.
Crowies, premium quality paint, tick. Their advice, outstanding. Their range, exquisite. price elite. And it doesn't matter what you're painting or staining, render, wallpapering, coatings, they've got all that. You might have a boat. What's that thing out there, that big long thing with a steel chain off it? Crane, that's what it's called.
That's it.
You might want to have to paint that.
That's right. Where are you going to go?
Somebody had to paint that. It's white and red.
Correct.
What if they want to turn it blue and red?
Yeah.
Or black, white and teal?
Down you go.
Down you go to Crowey's. Yeah. Some little rooster would have to put a harness on and sandpaper that.
Yes.
They've got the 80 grit.
And you can get it all at Crowey's.
Exactly right. Steve Smith may even pop in and help in the accessory section over the. He may very well do so.
Whereabouts is it?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, there's a paint.
I didn't see anything.
Store near you, Crowey's. There's a paint store near you. Get on to croweyspaints.com.au.
Stop the clock. The biggest BYD offers are happening now at BYD. We're putting power back in your pocket with up to $4,500 cash back on your favourite BYD models. Drive home in the powerful Shark 6 Ute, the athletic Sea Lion 7 or the versatile Atto 3. That's up to $4,500 cash back on selected new BYD models for a limited time this December. Visit BYD Medindi, Fullerton, Salisbury, St Mary's or Ranella today. T's and C's apply. MVD 321623.
Go Harvey Norman. Get the latest Windows 11 computer and get 10% of your purchase price in Harvey Norman gift cards. That's right, spend $500 or more on a Windows 11 computer and get 10% in gift cards. All the big brands, Acer, Asus, HP, Lenovo and more. Hurry, big deals and bonus gift cards until Sunday only, in-store and online. Harvey Norman, best brands, best range, best prices and 10% in bonus gift cards. Conditions and exclusions apply.
Hey, it's Lauren here from Adelaide, and if you're like me and you love a good bargain from your local chemist, check out Star Discount Chemist. They're all about great value and helping your family stay healthy. Go in store or online for click and collect and delivery. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help?
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
26 minutes after 5. Sharon Black is going to join us, a Hall of Famer now in Football Australia's Hall of Fame, and she is a great Adelaide girl. We'll speak to her very shortly. Jess Stenson coming up too, and more of your calls, 8223 0000.
There's a couple of measures in AFL that don't lie. They're stats that you go over the years and you say, if you're in this quarter or this quadrant or this whatever, here's one, top 4 for points for and top 4 for points against. And Crows were right in it, Geelong were right in it, Collingwood were right in it this year, and clearly Brisbane were, and Western Bulldogs were just out. It's a Fox Sports.
A lot of people love it. They call it the premiership window.
That's what it's called.
I'm not as glued to it because I believe until you play everybody twice,
well, that's true.
It's skewed.
It's a little bit artificial. That's the word. It's skewed. But that's one. The other big one before a ball's bounced, they bring it out about this time of year, is top 4 for average age and top 4 for average games played. So if we want to have a look at that quickly right now, Collingwood at 25.6 years of age is the oldest. Melbourne is equal second with Brisbane, and Geelong is then fourth with Sydney. So that's the top 4 teams. Melbourne's in there, but that's the top 4 teams. Go down to top 4 average games played, and it's Collingwood, Geelong, Brisbane, Sydney, the same 4 teams. So you'd say before a ball's bounced, the premiership next year, that people that love stats or actuarists out there would say the premiership team's going to come from Collingwood, Geelong, Brisbane or Sydney because they're in that quartile. Is that what you're saying? Or the quadrant or that little premiership window.
That's good.
So then we turn our attention to Adelaide and Port Adelaide. I'll do Adelaide's and you can do Port Adelaide. So the average age is 24.7. Crows are in there at 8. That's been coming up in the last 2 or 3 years. Now, they're only, They're only 8 months away from Collingwood. So we're not talking about a massive amount. Geelong are 25.3, Crows are 24.7. So what's that? That's only 8 months away. So it's not a massive thing. Average games, Crows are now come up to 72.6 average games per player on this, which is the 10th most experienced. And Collingwood is 94, Geelong's 89, Sydney 4th is 84. So they're closing that gap, Adelaide. You know what I mean? They're building that list profile, and the experience, the age, the scores for, the scores against. They're all in a window where you'd say, God, 26 should be a good year.
Well, the thing that's missing on here is finals experience, and that's what I think brought you undone this year.
100%.
And 2 games is 2 games gained.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to keep building on.
And Timmy, a lot of people, I know you don't subscribe to this because you're unique. you got to lose one to know how to win one. See, I don't subscribe to that either, but it won't hurt them to have been kicked in the guts like they did for this whole pre-season if the coaching group and the leadership group can keep going, hey, fellas, we got smoked in the finals. We were ordinary. Our midfield was like, you got something to point back to, haven't you?
Any coach of any of these 18 teams should just point out, though, the game doesn't know your age. So it doesn't know whether you're 35, it doesn't know whether you're 18. You don't have to make age an excuse. And one of the things that I remember distinctly was when involved in the AFL system, they would tell players, you'll get tired towards the end of the year because it's your first year and all the rest of it. Don't sow that seed. Don't sow. They have no idea what's going to happen. So allow that to be the mystery as you go along. You can keep an eye on them and you can track them and all the rest of it, but don't tell them that.
No, I get that, but it doesn't lie. So the bottom four is West Coast 18th, Essendon 17th, Richmond 16th, North Melbourne 14th, and they're exactly the same for games played. So the bottom four is the bottom four, and the top four is the top four, excluding the Crows, which was an outrider. And
again, it's not a bragging right if you are, a young list. It's not a bragging right at all. Just be a good list. That's the difference. Don't worry about age profile or the like, because if you're good, you're good. If you're not, you're not. Geelong have been up that top end for a long time.
They won a flag in 22.
And they've been up that end for a long time.
Baby Bombers are the opposite end.
So just on it for people on the text line, Timmy doesn't want to mention it. Port Adelaide, well, they're 9th, 24.4 is the average age. So only 3 months younger than the Crows. An average games, you're 64.9th, you're 14th. And what's that? Only 8 games less on average than the Crows. So we're talking about
and that's on your whole list too.
A bee's diaphragm is what we're talking about.
That's on your whole list. So
it is. Your whole list.
It's not your best 22 that are playing next week.
It's your whole list. Yeah, well done.
It's time for the 5:30 headlines.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show. This is 5AA News, always Adelaide.
Good evening, Tamira Francis with the 5:30 News headlines. A motorcyclist is lucky to be alive after a crash at West Hindmarsh this afternoon. Total fire bans for several South Australian regions, with temperatures set to soar over the next 24 hours. Good news for beachgoers. Adelaide's Metro Beaches given the tick of approval. And in sport, Adelaide 36ers coach Mike Wells says being regarded as championship favourites this year is an expectation he's embracing. Now checking 5AA traffic.
Afternoon at Jebbs Cross, car v motorcycle, Green Junction Road near Port Wakefield Road. Got delays heading upbound through there. Fulham Gardens a bit slow tonight for Works, Grange Road near Tapley's Hill Road, and we're really busy at the moment for the drive home to Anzac Highway at the Marion Road intersection. You find cameras at Bridge Road, Para Hills West, and Cavan Road at Dry Creek. Download the Beach Safe app for today's algal bloom conditions. It's all part of the state and federal government's $100 million algal bloom summer plan. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
The 5AA forecast, clear and down to 21 overnight, an absolute scorcher tomorrow, 37 the top and partly cloudy. Right now it's 32 degrees. We'll have more news for you at 6 on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
Chris Millard is the Managing Director of the Barmy Army, plotting their journey to Adelaide.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
The Aussies, they seem to love us and just wish they had something similar to what we do. So no, we're very grateful for it, despite all the abuse.
5AA Breakfast.
The best we can do is Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. How do we miss out on that?
Honestly, it blows our mind.
Adelaide's leading breakfast show.
Let's get together. You can do better.
Weekdays from 6 a.m. on 5AA. Always Adelaide.
We love to see you, CMI. Come and experience what makes CMI Toyota SA's #1 selling Toyota dealer. If you're looking for a new or pre-owned vehicle, parts or service, our friendly team of Toyota experts are here to assist with all your vehicle needs. Head to cmitoyota.com.au or visit CMI Toyota today. We'd love to see you.
We love to see you, CMI.
Oh, what a feeling, Toyota.
Milwaukee Spend and Get is on now at Toolkit Depot. Spend $250 across the Milwaukee range and get $50 back in TKD bucks. The more you spend on Milwaukee, the more you get back. Hurry, Milwaukee Spend and Get ends Saturday. Only at Toolkit Depot. T's and C's apply.
Well, it's Barnacle Bill for seafood and much, much more. At Barnacle Bill's, Tackling lunch and tea is just a breeze with big tasty feeds you won't believe till you see them with your own eyes.
Oh, I love walking in there and seeing the delicious prawns, fish, calamari, scallops, spring rolls, chips, salads. And it's all complemented by the Barnacle Bill's famous tartare sauce. Now, if you need a sweet treat, Bill's got desserts covered as well. There's jelly, gelato, mousse and pineapple fritters.
Oh, God,
yummy,
a
yummy.
pineapple fritter. I remember them as a lad. Now, if you've got a hankering for a burger, well, that's fine. Try the Barnacle Bill burger and schnitty with vegan options or a veggie burger.
Absolutely. Reel in your crew for some fish from the sea. It's got to be Barnacle Bill's. SA-owned franchise serving South Australian quality seafood for over 50 years. If it's seafood, it's got to be Barnacle Bill's.
The most frustrating thing about having your car repaired after a collision can be the wait. Sometimes months. At FIVEAA Panel Services, the wait is one thing you won't have to worry about. We've expanded our workshop and our highly skilled team. It means we're better equipped to deliver an outstanding outcome for you and your car. RAA and MTA approved, FIVEAA Panel Services work with most insurance companies. So ask for FIVEAA Panel Services and get back on the road sooner.
Hi, Kyle Chalmers here. Just letting you know that when it comes to flooring, Floorweld has some serious purchasing power, keeping prices low on a huge range of flooring options, including waterproof floors, which is great for me. Choose from wool and synthetic carpets, engineered timber flooring, laminate, hybrid and vinyl flooring. Visit Floorweld, Jeps Cross, Homemaker HQ, Port Road, Cheltenham, The Parade, Norwood and Manopara Shopping Centre HQ. And mention this ad for 15% off.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
At 24 minutes to 6 Thursday, Jess Stenson is going to join us soon. She's just broken the Women's Australian Marathon record in Valencia. We are so proud of her, and that is a great achievement. If you'd like to get yourself to tomorrow night's blockbuster at the Adelaide Entertainment Centre, can't reckon there'd be too many tickets left for this one, but if you want, you can head to Ticketek. But Adelaide 36's home games all the way through the year. We have tickets on 5AA. So tip off at 7 o'clock if you want to see the Sixers take on Melbourne United. 8223 0055. Call in now. They could be your tickets.
Well, talk about South Australians achieving. We've got another one. The 2025 Football Australia Hall of Fame inductee this year. None other than our own Sharon Black. Sharon, congratulations.
Hi, guys. And, yeah, thank you very much.
Was it a bit of a thrill when you got the phone call?
The phone call was a bit funny. I was at work. It was a busy day. The phone rang. I thought it was one of those electricity companies ringing me. And I thought, I'll just answer it anyway. And here was the chair of Football Australia ringing me and, saying all these wonderful things. And I was just, had nothing to say, really.
That's amazing. Is it like a really humbling feeling, I would imagine, at that moment? Did you go a bit numb before you went, I've got to go and tell somebody?
Well, that's the thing. He told me I couldn't tell anyone.
It's a secret, yeah.
Yeah, so I probably didn't focus too much on work for the rest of the day.
Yeah, it could be that. You were probably one of those trailblazers, I reckon, for Matildas, but not only for young women's players, but for South Australia. Now, we didn't have a lot of South Australians playing in the national sides. You made that pathway possible.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. There was a couple before me, Moya Dodd and Jill Latimer, and there was a couple in my era as well. So, I guess women's football at that time probably wasn't the most popular sport. So, hopefully we've just done our little part for the kids of the future.
91 to 2002, Sharon, you played for Australia. 62 caps is amazing. Scored 20 goals. It's a terrific record. Congratulations on the honour. But not only that, the 99 FIFA World Cup and the Sydney 2000 Olympic Games. What two magnificent things to say that you've done and achieved and been to.
Yeah, exactly. They're the type of experiences that, money can't buy, and to be over in USA for the World Cup, and obviously everything's bigger and better in the USA, getting police escorts from the hotel to games.
Wow.
It was a pretty big thrill. And then obviously women's football first Olympics, and it was the home Olympics in Sydney. So, yeah, that was just amazing experiences.
And I've read also you were the first Aussie to play in a European Club Championship. Did you play in Denmark? Did you play for a Denmark team?
I did. I played
How good?
7 years in a team called Fortuna Joring. We made the first UEFA Women's Champions League, I guess now, final.
How good? How good was it living over there? Do they wear clogs?
They do.
See, now Timmy's laughing. Anyone that comes from those Scandinavian places, I go, Sharon, do they wear clogs? And they bloody all do, don't they?
And I even bought a pair back with me
There you go, Timmy.
when I came back.
Classic. Oh. Now, you're an Adelaide girl. Where did you actually grow up? Because I saw, was your first club West Torrensburg Colour?
Yeah, it was. So when I turned about 13, there were no, I guess, girls' clubs for that age group. And Burke's was sort of my closest. I lived down south, and they had a women's team, and that was the only team really or competition that I could join. So, yeah, I played there for a couple of years, and then they folded, and then I went to St Marion for a number of years.
Where did you actually grow up? What suburb were you, going to school and the like?
So very young, I was at Taparoo, and that's where I got introduced to football.
Yeah.
And then, the Christie Downs.
Beautiful. Now, I suppose, where did you get the passion for the game? Where did that come from?
It's a really good question. Mum, I had a chat to Mum the other day, and she said that we lived across the road from, I think it was Taparoo High School then.
Yes.
And my brother was playing football and training, and obviously I couldn't because girls didn't play football, and I would collect the balls from behind the goals and kick them back. And, yeah, one day the coach just asked me if I'd like to come and join in, and, yeah, I guess just from there, I can't put my finger on exactly what it is, and you guys would know from, your footballing careers. It's just something that would give you tingles every time you pulled your boots on or you put your shirt on. It's just something that's really hard to explain.
Well done. And then after you did a lot of youth development coaching and mentoring, that would have been fantastic fun, Sharon, to share.
Yeah, when I got back to Australia after a couple of years, I was asked to coach the football SA. It was the under-12 state team, actually, and we had a squad there, and Charlie Grant was actually in that squad.
Wow.
Unreal. Yeah, and a
Little
number
Charlie.
of other... Yeah, so coaching Charlie, fantastic kid. Just
Well
an
done.
amazing young lady.
Yes, she is. And did you go and watch the Matildas last week? You still keep in touch? You're still proud to see the girls running around and doing so well?
Yeah, absolutely. I was there enjoying the game along with the other 15,000, which,
Yeah, how good.
For me, it's just an amazing experience. I think the last time I played at Highmarsh, there might have been a couple of hundred. So, it was a wonderful experience to go and watch.
Where were you actually presented with the honour? Was it the night that they had at Cooper Stadium, or was it done elsewhere?
No, it was at the game. They had a reception just prior to the game in the Eastern Grandstand there.
Yeah, yep, up the top there. Nice new facility. I know Rowey mentioned the 99 FIFA Women's World Cup in the USA. Can I ask a question? What did Alicia Ferguson do to have the fastest red card in history? That's unbelievable. 2 minutes, they reckon, into the game.
Sprigs up.
Yeah. What happened?
Oh, just passionate, I guess.
I like that. Just passionate. It's a hell of a title to have, isn't it?
Yeah, probably not the title you would want. But,
No.
yeah.
What about some of the players you did play with and coming through that time with Australia? Cheryl Salisbury seemed like a player that just always bobbed up.
Oh, absolutely. Fantastic player. And I think that's part of one of the proudest things of being inducted into the Hall of Fame is there's a number of players from my era that have been inducted that I played with. And, the Cheryl, Tracy Wheeler, Sonia Gegenhuber, Moya Dodd, Ali Foreman, just wonderful, wonderful players for country and great role models as well.
Well, you're one of the players I think that whenever you went out there, you knew you were going to give everything you got, and you showed that every time you're on the pitch. And I think this is a proud moment, but a well-deserved one for you. Congratulations on being inducted into the Football Australian Hall of Fame.
Thanks so much, guys. Yeah, I'm really proud and humble, and it probably hasn't really sunk in quite yet.
Oh,
Well done.
Well done, Sharon.
Great honour.
Fantastic career and well-deserved.
Thanks, guys.
Sharon Black, our guest. In that 2025 inductees, there was only 3 inductees, and of course Sharon was our South Australian inductee, and congratulations. Tim Cahill was also put in at the same time, so and a guy called Roy Hay as well, so for his dedication to it, dedication through the history of it.
Great honour. Well done, Sharon.
Yeah, brilliant work, and great to have another South Australian in there. It is 16 minutes to 6. Next, Jess Stenson, another proud South Aussie, straight after we check your roads.
Afternoon at Jebb's Cross, a Carvey motorcycle crash, Green Junction Road near Port Wakefield Road. Big delays through there. Also got delays of works at Albert Park, West Lakes Boulevard near Clark Terrace. Really slow around the west end of the city and heading through Myland and Hilton today. So Donald Rapid Drive and Henley Beach Road super slow. Give yourself some extra time if heading that way tonight. And look out for those works at Bedford Park, Flinders Drive near Main South Road. Cameras, Mawson Lakes Boulevard, Mawson Lakes. And I did see another one. Where was that? Here it is, Montague Road at Cavan. Are you one of Australia's safest drivers? Test your safe driving skills now with the Amy app. T's and C's apply. Lucky you with Amy. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
What's worse than running out of gas during the Christmas barbecue or the gas burner cutting out right as you're cooking your favourite steak?
Come on.
At Max Built Trading Co., we've been keeping barbies sizzling and meat medium rare since 1946. From refilling gas bottles to those hard-to-track-down spares for your gas burner, Max Built has quality products and reliable solutions for all situations. Visit us at Research Road, Paraka, or head to our Facebook page for more.
Here at 5AA, we're all about supporting local. Here's who you can support around Adelaide. Head to the Excelsior Hotel, where kids eat free every weekend. The Excelsior Hotel, 110 Coghlan Street, Brompton. Feels like coming home, but better. The St John Christmas Home Lottery Grand Prize Draw closes midnight Sunday. Buy your tickets now at stjohnlottery.com.au. Santa's Wonderland. It's open now and open every day until December 24th at the Adelaide Showground. Tickets on sale at santaswonderland.com.au. 5AA, supporting local business.
Well, Care Alert, they've done it again. They are the leaders in this game, and now the Care Alert team have come up with the emergency watch. It's a game changer, and there's no doubt it's going to be very, very good for people that you loved and loved ones that you care about. Just keep an eye on it.
Look, you're right. It's the simplest emergency watch on the market. It's the best price and the best quality. Undoubtedly, it'll appeal to the older Australians and their families. Well, more so, my dad's 85 now. I'm going to get him one of these watches. I know he's in WA, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's
well, you
GPS.
know where he is.
You know exactly where he is. I love the GPS location.
Yeah.
It's immediate. It's a brilliant. When you fall, it alerts. We did a trial run here in the sport office.
Yeah.
Like a little graze, mate. Like it's a fall.
And how clean was it? That you could hear it clear
Talk
as.
into it.
Yeah.
Talk into it.
Yeah. It's a bit of Maxwell Smart about it. No doubt about that.
It's better than Maxwell Smart.
And you know what I loved is they actually tested a lot of them before they went, this is the best. And we only want to bring the best to you. So this is why Care Alert is so respected in the industry. It's 24/7. It's for those that you love. And it's got that many features that's not funny, but it's also simple. And that's what sometimes, your either mum, grandma, grandfather, that's what they need.
This has life-saving features that no other watches have.
Correct.
So the others will claim this. This one is the best. And we're singing their praises.
Yeah.
Please do this. Contact Care Alert. See for yourself. You might be eligible for a free one through the state or federal funding. Visit carealert.com.au. They'll do all that for you. Google them or ring them, and they'll do it all for you. Ring this number, 1300 75 85 95. How easy is that? 1300 75 85 95. The Care Alert Emergency Watch. You know what? You'll love it.
Hi, I'm Sharon.
a nurse practitioner with 37 years of seeing nurses and midwives be there for the good days and for the worst days in people's lives. And I'm here to say that we must take action because doing nothing would cause far greater harm. So we're saying no more to being taken for granted, no more to nurses leaving the profession, no more to a system that risks essential services. Standing up for nurses and midwives means standing up for the care we all deserve. It's time for the state government to show respect. Visit respectnursesandmidwives.com.
Authorised by Elizabeth DeBars, ANMFSA, Religion, South Australia.
Mazda's 2025 plate clearance is on now. Don't miss incredible drive-away deals across select 2025 models. See where the road takes you in the refined Mazda CX-60 G25 Pure, now from $47,990 drive away. Or get the whole family together in the 7-seat hybrid CX-80 Pure from $56,990 drive away. Hurry into your local dealership before they're gone. Price to clear and ready to move. The Mazda plate clearance is on now. Terms, conditions and exclusions apply. See Mazda.com.au for details.
Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
Welcome back. It is 11 minutes to 6. Very soon we'll speak to the future of South Australian men's cricket. The under-19 Saka team just won their first national championship since 2012. I'm going to speak to a left-arm Mitchell Stark-like speed fast bowler Jarrah Reedy straight after 6 o'clock.
We heard the news from Valencia that
right.
Jeff Stenson, Olympian and Commonwealth Games gold medalist marathon runner, broke the Australian record. And when we got into the sport room together, we both said, we've got to get Jess on. Did we or did we not?
100%.
No sooner did my size 42 shorts hit the seat, we said, let's get Jess on.
And we said, next size up.
Next size up. Jess, welcome and congratulations.
Thank you.
You were emotional. You know in a marathon when you're on. You know in a marathon when it's just all happening for you. Was it happening for you and you could feel that you could maybe break the record? When did it enter your head? Talk us through it.
Yeah, so my goal going into the race was to try and maintain 3:21 pace, and if I were to do that, it would have been, it would have got me just under the record, and so that was my goal going into the race. But as you say, you just don't know whether you're going to be on or not. But sort of as soon as the gun fired, I did feel like my sort of marathon pace was coming quite comfortably. So that was promising. And then as the race went on, you take on your fuel, the gels, and the atmosphere was just building. And I thought this could be my day, but you just never know what's around the corner, a muscle cramp, an ankle roll, anything can happen.
God, anything can happen. It was a 2:21.25. You would have all been aware of what the record was, and well done again. A lot of times when you have a PB, congratulations, you blew that away
well done.
by an hour and a half. So you were when in the race were you aware? Oh, hang on, I reckon I can do this.
Well, to be honest, I checked my halfway split, and it was basically half of the record. So if I ran an equal second half, I knew I should be able to get it, but often you do slow down a bit in the second half. So I thought if I have a really good day here, I can hopefully get it. But I tried not to think too much about the end result and was just focusing on each kilometre and trying to tick them over in a good time. So by the time I got to the 35K mark, so you got 7 Ks to go, I had a look at the clock and I thought, I think I've fallen off a bit. I couldn't really do the maths. There wasn't much blood going to the brain at that stage. But I thought, I think I'm a bit off it here, and didn't pay too much attention to the record from that point. It was just about getting myself to the finish line. But then with a K to go, an Australian yelled out, "You're 5 seconds off the record." And I later found out that Mum and my coach had been messaging, and they're like, "Gee, she's cutting it fine here. Like, do you think she knows how close she is to the record?" And my coach said, "I'm going to send someone who's at the race to the sidelines to go and yell at her to let her know how far off she is." And so that's what he did. And this sports dietitian, Bryce, who was over there, yelled out at me. And it was just the feedback I needed, because I honestly didn't realise I was a few seconds off the record. So hearing that made me dig extra deep. And I think I would have kind of continued cruising at the pace I was going at, and I potentially wouldn't have dipped under it. But hearing that just gave me a real, the fire to squeeze everything out.
It's another great reason. You've always got something a little bit left, haven't you, Jess? There's always something you can
do.
squeeze.
Yeah, that's why, records are there to sort of be broken, and sometimes it's just the incentive you need to squeeze that bit more out of yourself, particularly when you're not in a head-to-head. Like, by that stage, I couldn't see any other girls around me, so I wasn't feeling that kind of race fire without sort of a battle with another female athlete. So, yeah, it was really good to hear that and to make sure I got it all out, because I would have been pretty disappointed at the end if I found out I'd missed the record by a second or two. Sorry, that's my daughter in the background.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because as you say, there is usually something else there if you've got the motivation to pour it out.
Jess, congratulations. It's an awesome achievement. We all know that it can't come without preparation. We've seen that with the English cricket team. So you've got to prepare properly. Now, you ran, this is your third, I think, marathon this year. What were the other two like, and were they good prep for this?
Yeah, so Tokyo Marathon was at the beginning of the year, and that was another sort of attempt at a personal best and hopefully a record, and I missed out, but that gave me some really good feedback. So I kind of went out at a pace that was a bit faster than the pace I went out on the weekend, and then blew up a bit in the final 10 Ks. But it kind of showed me that I could hold on to that pace for 30 Ks. I just needed a bit more conditioning and smarter pacing. And then, the Sydney Marathon, that was a hilly course. That was more of a race type scenario where I wasn't shooting for a time. And that race was really tough because I ended up having some real quad issues with the hills, and so it was just a mental battle to the finish. But again, another valuable experience because it kind of taught me how deep I can dig if I need to get to the finish line, and you practice your different mental strategies to keep you going. And that probably conditioned my legs really well for this race. So I just feel like this year was, layers on layers and learnings that helped to get that outcome on Sunday.
You actually have made contact and were on the phone to Sinead Diver, the record you broke. What was that moment like?
Yeah, that was really special. So Sinead, Genevieve and I, we forged a really close friendship last year when initially we were sort of selected for the Olympic team to head to Paris, and then there are a few ups and downs with selection dramas and, just quite a few challenges that we worked through together. And so as a result, we just have a really special friendship. So that was one of the first things I thought of, was just, wanting to have a chat with Sinead and Jen. So Jen was there at the race as well, and having that moment together was awesome. And we've all agreed we can't wait to catch up in person very soon.
Will you run another marathon before the Com Games next year?
Would you believe they've cut the marathon from the Com Games next year?
What?
So
I did not know that.
As part of Glasgow taking over, once Regional Victoria couldn't host it, I think affordability was an issue, and one of the major costs is road events and closing down the roads. So they've cut the road events, which obviously includes the marathon. So next year's a bit of a funny one without a championship.
Are you the reigning Com Gold?
Yeah. That's probably about the only positive you can take from it.
You would have shared a little crocodile tear over that. That's crap, Jess.
Yeah, and I don't know, you just hope it's not setting a precedent for future years, because I know the Commonwealth Games, I think it's been quite difficult getting host cities. So, we'll see what happens going forward, but
great
no
stuff.
Marathon at the Com Games next year.
Okay. Hey, how old are your two bubs now?
So Billy's just turned 6 and Ellie's just over 2.
Wow, God.
Christmas is going to be fun.
Yes.
Oh, God. We feel like we've watched them grow before our eyes with your career, Jess. Goodness me.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. No, they're growing up quickly, that's for sure. And they couldn't obviously be there on the weekend. We made the decision that Dylan would stay home with the kids and I'd just head over on my own, because it wouldn't have been a holiday for him at all, chasing 2 kids around Spain while I was preparing. So it was exciting to get home.
Because Valencia, Spain's very nice. So you ran the race, got the world record, jumped in a kite and come home.
That's right. But I got there just over a week beforehand. So I got to see a bit of Madrid and then travel into Valencia. And hopefully it won't be the last time in Spain. I loved it.
Yeah, beautiful. Well played. Hey, Jess, congratulations once again.
Well
You're
done.
now the Australian record holder
How
for
good's
that
that?
event. Yeah, exactly.
That's great.
It's a marvellous achievement, and I know there's plenty more to come. So thanks again for your time here.
Nah, thanks so much. Great chatting to you both.
Brilliant stuff. Olympic and Com Games gold medalist Jess Stenson, our guest.
She's such a delightful athlete.
Yeah.
Yep, always brilliant to speak with. It's 1 minute to 6 news time.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Our surf lifesavers have been patrolling beaches for over 100 years. But this season, with algal bloom conditions changing day to day, we'll be out on weekdays as well as weekends. And as always, the safest place to swim is between the flags. With the Beach Safe app, you can see where we are and check today's conditions across popular beaches. It's all part of the Algal Bloom Summer Plan from the South Australian and federal governments, and it's happening now.
A message from the Government of South Australia.
Hey, it's Lauren here from Adelaide. Wouldn't you love a reward just for shopping at your local Star Discount chemist? Become a Superstar Rewards member to earn points, receive birthday vouchers and more. Star Discount Chemist. How can we help? Earn and redeem points on eligible purchases. Visit website for full terms and conditions.
Local news and information first. This is 5AA News. Always Adelaide.
Clear and down to 21 overnight. An absolute scorcher tomorrow, 37 and partly cloudy the top. Good evening, I'm Tamira Francis with the 6 o'clock news. A teenage motorcyclist is lucky to be alive after a crash at West Hindmarsh this afternoon. At about 3:10, a car and motorcycle collided on Grange Road. The rider, a 19-year-old Seaton man, sustained serious leg injuries in the crash and was taken to hospital. At this stage, his injuries are not believed to be life-threatening. The driver of the car, a 66-year-old Brompton woman, was shaken but not physically injured after the crash. Investigations into the collision are ongoing, and anyone with dashcam footage of the incident is asked to contact Crime Stoppers. A breakthrough for police. They've arrested a 30-year-old Happy Valley man for the murder of Chris Robinson. His body was found in Lonsdale warehouse in a late September. He died after being severely assaulted. Detective Acting Superintendent Andrew McRae says there could be further arrests.
While today's arrest is no doubt positive news for Chris's family, the investigation remains ongoing. We will continue to investigate the circumstances of Chris's death and anyone else who may be involved. We are also investigating the actions of anyone who may have assisted those responsible for the murder.
The Australian economy has shed 21,000 full-time jobs over the past month in a sign the labour market is cooling. Michael Packey has the details.
The unemployment rate has remained steady at 4.3% in November, with an increase in part-time jobs offsetting a decrease in full-time roles. Analyst Scott Phillips says unemployment is still historically low, but there's some cause for concern.
It is a pretty ordinary saga across the board.
Federal Employment Minister Amanda Rishworth says month-to-month job numbers can be volatile and we need to look at the broader picture.
Over the last year, we've seen 182,000 extra jobs.
The mixed result complicates the economic picture for the Reserve Bank as it considers interest rate movements in 2026.
The Prime Minister is dodging calls to reform the parliamentary expenses system as the saga engulfs more politicians. A number of Labor MPs are being criticised for the excessive use of taxpayer-funded travel. A Nationals MP is also in the firing line, and Green Senator Sarah Hanson-Young used 78 flights to ferry her husband to and from Canberra. But Anthony Albanese is playing down suggestions the rules around the travel expenses should be tightened.
We haven't changed the rules. We haven't added to any entitlements. The rules have been there since they were put in place by the former government.
With temperatures set to skyrocket over the next 24 hours, there's some good news for beachgoers. Adelaide's metro beaches have been given the green light by authorities amid the ongoing algal bloom saga. 0 or low levels of Karenia have been recorded at all 21 metro onshore sites, the only site where levels have increased recently. And there will be total fire bans tomorrow with these scorching temperatures. The West Coast, the Eastern Eyre Peninsula and the Lower Eyre Peninsula at this stage have total fire bans coming into effect. A gag order has been lifted revealing the identity of a high-profile man convicted of rape as Tom Silvani, the son of AFL great Stephen Silvani. The suppression was first granted on mental health grounds, and the 23-year-old will return to court tomorrow for a pre-sentence hearing. Thompson Gear's lawyers Justin Quill says it's happening far too often.
We have more suppression orders in Victoria than every other state combined. And in the last couple of years, this argument, this mental harm argument, is becoming almost the new norm. That is the new battleground.
The Australian Transport Safety Bureau has released information on a near-miss skydiving accident. A skydiver's parachute handle snagged on the wind, pinning it to the plane's tail, with the skydiver dangling below. Only minor injuries were sustained in the incident in far north Queensland. Now turning to 5AA Sport. In the NBL, a top-of-the-table clash for the 36ers tomorrow night when they host Melbourne United at the Entertainment Centre. Coach Mike Wells says being regarded as championship favourites this year is an expectation he's embracing.
I think it's good for us to kind of hear that kind of stuff and work through it and still be focused and determined, because there will be a lot of outside distractions as we go on through the year. I've talked about if you handle your business early in the season, then you get yourself into bigger games as the year goes on.
The Australian Olympic Committee has announced a significant funding announcement ahead of 2032. The $50 million package will also include support payments when Olympians retire and money specifically to help people return to the top level of competition after giving birth. Los Angeles 2028 Chief de Mission Anna Mears says she's got goosebumps the moment she heard the new initiatives were explained.
I believe that the announcement today and these funds will bring excitement and hope to our athletes and show them that we see them, that we see their hard work, their commitment, their joy and their pain.
And a veteran Collingwood staff member has resigned in the wake of performing a crude act at the club's community camp in the Northern Territory. Now checking 5AA traffic.
G'day, they're really busy for the drive home. Paynham Road through Royston Park, super slow South Road Mile End. And those works are sluggish too at Fulham Gardens, Grange Road near Tapley's Hill Road tonight. Got a camera to look out for. Mawson Lakes Boulevard, Mawson Lakes, and Montague Road at Cavan. Stock up for Christmas at Dan Murphy's at Stone and Wood Pacific Ale 3 30ml bottles 24 case, $74 for My Dan's members. Ends Sunday. Choose a drink wise. T's and C's apply. Adelaide's most accurate traffic on 5AA.
Now the 5AA forecast. Clear and down to 21 overnight, heating up to a top of 37 and partly cloudy tomorrow, 27 and mostly sunny for Saturday, cloudy and down to 23 on Sunday, Monday partly cloudy and 23. Right now it's 31 degrees on 5AA. Now let's see what's happening on 9 News Tonight.
Thank you, I'm Brenton Raglas. Tonight, South Australia's beaches are back with little to no algae detected. A man has been charged over the Lonsdale murder of a father of two on AFL Grand Final day. And it can now be revealed Tom Silvani, the son of Carlton legend Stephen, has been convicted of rape. Don't worry, you haven't missed the news. Start over on 9 now as soon as you're home.
The passing of someone close places unique stress on family and friends. At this time, Farrell and O'Neill Funerals are here to provide reassurance and peace of mind. Farrell and O'Neill offer creative guidance and advice to tailor a service that best honours your loved one. Whether a large gathering or a small, intimate service, Farrell and O'Neill share their generations of experience in tailoring a unique and meaningful farewell. Proudly SA family-owned and operated, because it's personal.
Celebrate the festive season at Newman's Nursery. Now's the perfect time to get your garden Christmas ready. Fill your home and garden with timeless hydrangeas, perfume roses, elegant topiary and the classic cheer of poinsettias. Looking for gift ideas? Newman's stock quality gardening tools, indoor and outdoor pots, colourful gloves, gift vouchers with gorgeous in-store wrapping and so much more. 1361 North East Road, Tea Tree Gully. Newman's Nursery, a tradition in quality. Follow us on social media.
Adelaide Central Plaza is giving you the chance to win an Audi Q3 Sportback 35, valued at over $62,000 from Audi Solitaire. Shop this Christmas at Adelaide Central Plaza for your chance to enter. Spend $150 at David Jones, or $50 at specialty retailers, or $15 at any food outlet or service retailer. T's and C's at adelaidecentralplaza.com.au. Adelaide Central Plaza, the home of David Jones and Rundle Mall. SA licence T25/1350.
The all-new Mitsubishi ASX has landed at Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes. So now's the time to head in, test drive it yourself. Go and take it for a little drive around the block.
Here's the thing, it's been totally reimagined with European-style designer looks, cutting-edge technology that includes built-in Google and a full suite of safety features. It's as sleek as it is smart. It's a smart car.
Spot on. It's an absolute beauty, and every new Mitsubishi ASX comes with their renowned Mitsubishi 10-year new car warranty, 10-year capped price servicing. I don't know how they do it. It's brilliant, and it makes your life just that bit easier.
Brilliantly built too. Don't just take our word for it. Head into Agostino Mitsubishi, Nailsworth and Mawson Lakes. Got a great team. Be one of the first to take a test drive in this all-new Mitsubishi ASX and discover your new dream car today.
What makes Ray White the big name in business broking? They're people, like multi-time SA Business Broker of the Year, Brett Buckley, and his team of business professionals. They take a deep dive into your business, finding value and potential, and they know what they're looking for because they know businesses. They're not real estate salespeople trying to sell businesses, they're business people selling businesses. If you want to know what your business is worth, touch base with Brett. Search Ray White Business Sales SA, multiple Business Broker of the Year awards.
Streaming live via the 5AA Player app on DAB Digital Radio and on 1395 AM. This is 5AA, always Adelaide. Rowey and Timmy G, the 5AA Sports Show.
It's 10 minutes after 6. Great Thursday evening. Great weather. Look at clear blue skies across Adelaide. You can watch us live, though, on the Mornteam Hyundai live stream. We are going all the way through to the end of the program with Facebook and YouTube on 5AA socials.
Well, the SA Under-19 men's cricket team are national champs for the first time since 2012. Our next guest, Jarrah Reedy, was player of the finals, got a sixfer. So we know Pfeiffer is a Pfeiffer, Michelle Pfeiffer. What's a sixfer? Let's ask him. Jarrah, well done, mate. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
What's a sixfer?
Oh, take 6 wickets.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. That's what it is.
Now, yeah. Now, Jarrah, well done. Were they a good six?
Oh, yeah, I think they were pretty good six, yeah.
How many LBs?
I think it was 2 or 3, maybe.
Okay, how many castles did you roll over?
2.
How many little feathers to the keeper?
None.
Okay, well done. That sounds like a good six. Now where are you from? Port Lincoln?
Yeah, originally from Port Lincoln, yeah.
Okay, and what got you to the big smoke?
Oh, I guess, I think my family made quite a few sacrifices for me to now board at Rostrevor College, which I've been there for 2 years now, so yeah.
Oh, good school. Do you play footy?
Yeah, play a bit of footy, play a bit of school footy, so that's pretty good.
Good on you. Bet you didn't beat Sacred Heart.
No, we didn't this year, no.
Yeah, they smoke you all the time. Yeah, easy beats.
Yeah.
Hey, Jarrah, lefty, tell us about how speedy you are. I mean, that's a great achievement, 6 for 28. Well, tell us about your craft. Are you the next Mitch Stark?
Oh, I don't know. You tell me.
Is it the best? Is it the best you bowled? You reckon, Jarrah, in your career?
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Was it the best? You reckon it was the best you've bowled in your career so far?
Yeah, I think definitely. Yeah, this is the most wickets I've taken in a game, so yeah, it was pretty good to do it on that type of game. So yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, and like Rowey, I actually got to see a couple of the outs, and one of them just took the off stump. That went out tumbling. Bang. That was an absolute beauty. That must have felt good.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Good first wicket. So yeah, that got me going.
Was it a tough game against Vic Metro?
Yeah, it looked like they bowled very well. Like I think made 217, and we knew we had to kind of come out and bowl well. So yeah, just luckily it happened. So yeah.
Well, I was having a look at some of the guys that made runs. Now, you would have played against New South Wales Metro. A bloke called Nitesh Samuel, 364 runs at 91. How good's he go?
Yeah, we didn't actually play New South Wales Metro, but I've seen a fair few stats, and yeah, he just obviously didn't really get out much and had a pretty good average. So yeah.
Now, our best batsman was Hayden. Now it is Barbulovic.
Barbulovic, yeah.
Ah, beautiful. And he batted off. He had an average of 49. Not bad.
Yeah. He's a brilliant left-hand batter from Tea Tree Gully who can play all around the ground and can go on to make some very big scores. So yeah, he's pretty good.
You got a couple more years in the under-19s, haven't you? Aren't you the captain of the Glenelgs under-17s team or vice captain?
Yeah, I do a bit there. I'm the vice captain for the Glenelg 17s, and then
Good on you.
got a under-17s champ in Brisbane in sometime around January, so that'll be good.
Good on you. So to make the under-19 team's pretty good, Jared.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty stoked.
So what do you got? You got one more year or 2 more years at that?
I got 2 more years.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah,
Where would you like cricket to take you?
Oh, well, probably to the highest level. That'd be very nice.
Okay. Test cricket is on your radar.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. How fast do you bowl now? Have you had a clock on you?
I think clocked at around 130, so
That's
obviously
good.
Trying to increase that, so yeah.
That's 17.
Get some muscles on yourself, and what's your best ball? In swinger, out swinger, beam ball at the head, bouncer. Do you set a batsman up like Glenn McGrath? What's your style? Or are you still working on it?
Yeah, definitely still working on it. Definitely trying to keep consistent, but yeah, obviously, like my in swing is my stock ball, and then also like getting upstairs with the bouncer. So yeah.
Getting upstairs, Timmy.
Yeah,
bit of chin music.
Bit of chin music.
You ever hit someone fair square in the noggin?
Yeah, a couple times I have.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you get all, how good?
Yeah, I get a bit angry sometimes, but yeah.
Jared, how much do they teach you about variety in your bowling? Like when you're going through and talking to coaches and the like, because we know there's so many forms of cricket now with T20, 1 day, test match and the like, and 4 day with Shield. What are they teaching you as far as variety goes?
Yeah, well, there's definitely like a fair few varieties. Like at the moment, I'm trying to work on a wobble steam, so yeah, like doing that, and then got a back of the hand slower ball, which I've been working on as well, which has been good.
Excellent, because that change of pace, as we've seen in a lot of T20 cricket, so valuable, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's a very handy ball in T20 cricket, so yeah.
Yeah. And Port Lincoln, whereabouts, were you affiliated with any of the clubs over there?
Yeah, so I played, my home club is Todd Rivers South, so I think I played there maybe a couple games last year, and then, yeah, I've just been playing for Glenelg and like Sucker 19s this year, so yeah.
Oh, excellent. And the program down there, who's looking after you as far as the development coaches go?
In Port Lincoln?
At the Sucker.
Oh, yeah, so my coach is Luke Butterworth, the 19s, and then Shannon Tubb also helps out with both 17s and 19s, and Nick Bills is the 17s coach. So they've all been very, very good.
So did you just finish year 12 this year, or in year 12 next year?
Year 12 next year.
Oh, Jerry, you're just a young pup. Now, what's the lesson in this? So the champions were South Australia, first win since 2012. Well done to the whole team. Runner-up were Victoria Metro. Player of the final was you, Jarrett Reedy, 6 for 28 in 8 overs in the final. Brian Tabber medal went to Natisha. He made well, an average of 91, I think, is what he ended up doing.
He deserves that.
He did. He won that. This is the big one. The Spirit of Cricket Award went to the ACT. Now, that's the award for basically the best behaved. They don't mouth off. They don't do sledges. They don't do anything like that. They're just a very well-ran and what would you say, goody-goody two-shoes type of team. They finished last, Jarrah. So what's the message in all of that? Last, but motherless, last.
Oh, well, I guess I'm just trying their best, and being very humble and good to the captains. And yeah.
Well done. Well done.
Jarrett, well answered. He not only can perform, but he's got the spirit of cricket in him.
But yes, he has. But here's the thing about cricket, and Jarrett will learn this when he goes further up the thing, and we had Pup Taylor on. Gamesmanship. And getting
Pup
inside...
Taylor. Pup
Oh,
Taylor.
Pup Clark. Yeah, Pup Clark. No, but gamemanship. Go and speak to Shane Wong. We can't. Yeah. He's not with us. But
no, he's not.
Gamemanship, sledging, getting inside the opponent's head, that's a big part of being a bowler, isn't it, Jarrett?
Yeah, definitely,
Yes.
But you just got to do it the right way.
That's the right way,
What a great lad. Don't let me lead you down the garden path. Don't listen to me,
I was
Jarrett.
going to say, Jarrett, congratulations on your performance, mate. In the final, it'll always live with you. When people can play in finals and perform, it's a big feather in the cap in your development at only 17 years of age. You've done fantastic, mate, and all the best for the rest of your career.
Thank you very much. Cheers,
Great
guys.
work.
Good man. Jarrett Reedy, young under 19. South Australia won the championship. He got best player in the final.
He's got 2 more years at 19.
He's only 17.
How good's that?
No,
That's great.
A lot more to come from that kid.
No, but I was trying to make... why wouldn't they have a Spirit of Cricket award? Who gives us stuff?
England love that award. They're the best at it.
That's right.
They win it every year. Yeah.
England would win the Spirit of Cricket award.
Yeah, that's what they reckon.
And where are they?
That's what they reckon. Oh, up to the last Ashes, 18 after 6.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
5AA is inviting you into the studio every afternoon. Head to the 5AA live stream.
Live life your way with personalised disability support and aged care services. Visit completecare.com.au today.
Hi, I'm Piper, and I've just landed my first job as a registered nurse at the Women's and Children's Hospital. There's been a massive recruitment drive across our health system with jobs for doctors, nurses, midwives, paramedics, mental health and allied health workers. It's all part of building a bigger health system. To learn more and apply, visit biggerhealthsystem.sa.gov.au.
A message from the Government of South Australia.
Milwaukee Spend and Get is on now at Toolkit Depot. Spend $250 across the Milwaukee range and get $50 back in TKD bucks. The more you spend on Milwaukee, the more you get back. Hurry, Milwaukee Spend and Get ends Saturday, only at Toolkit Depot. T's and C's apply.
Hi, my name's Tony, and as a nurse unit manager, I see every day how much nurses and midwives sacrifice to care for their patients. That's why we must take action, because doing nothing would cause far greater harm. So we're saying no more to unpaid overtime, no more to unsafe corridor care, no more to the endless double shifts. Standing up for nurses and midwives means standing up for the care we all deserve. It's time for the state government to show respect. Visit respectnursesandmidwives.com.
Authorised by Elizabeth DeBars, ANMFSA, Religion, South Australia.
Now, picture this. You park the caravan, you pull out the ingredients, you're going to have a beautiful dinner, you're out on the open air, it's magnificent. You go to, like, the cooktop and there's no gas.
Oh, God. What happened to you then? There was gas that came out of both orifices.
I'm allergic to gas.
There's more power there.
But, I mean, what a nightmare. But one that could have been avoided if you had gone and seen the team at Max Built Trading Co. This team have been keeping caravan cookers, gas burners working, and more than that. They've done it since 1946.
Yeah.
Legends.
Good fella, Greg. Located on Research Road, Paraka, Max Built has a reputation as the go-to destination from anything gas bottle refilling, hard-to-source parts, knowledge and expertise. You can't match it, I'm telling you. And they can only be provided by the best in the business. Now, when you go there, you see, Greg, anything gas. I'm talking spare parts, you name it. If you're a plumber, you're an outdoor person like your good self, and you want to get something to do with gas, go and see Max Built Trading.
They've also dedicated to providing the best customer service for everyone who walks through the door, so you're guaranteed to be cooking with gas after seeing the team at Max Built Trading Company.
Hi, Daniel Tarley here, General Manager of Home. That's HAUME. Put simply, we buy homes. We don't charge fees, there's no advertising costs or commissions, none of that. We just make the process of selling your home easy. So if you're looking to downsize and have a home built before the 90s, we'll be able to help you save time, money and the effort it takes to sell. Thinking of downsizing? Visit home.com.au. That's HAUME.com.au.
Hi, Brett Ebert here for Mawson Lakes Mazda. There's a lot to like about Mawson Lakes Mazda. They'll take care of you with next day servicing, complimentary loan car, vacuum and wash. And your breakfast or lunch is on them. Your car gets the love too with their state-of-the-art service centre, brimming with top-trained mechanics. At Mawson Lakes Mazda, they'll look after your car and look after you. Mawson Lakes Mazda, just a short drive from the city.
The 5AA Sports Show with Rowey and Timmy G.
Angie, after going down 2-0 in this Ashes series, they really have run to paradise. Today, just for fun, they played the Maroochy River Golf Course about 40 minutes out of Noosa. They've teed it up down under just as much as they've hit the nets this summer, so it's no surprise they're swinging more clubs than cricket bats in the build-up to the third test.
That's Tom Wilson on 7 News in Sydney just now.
They're taking the P51 now.
They've gone to the golf course, the English cricketers. This is just extraordinary how this is playing out.
I know it's a big if because there's 3 tests to go and anything can happen in test cricket. But if they were to go down something nasty like a 4-0 or a 5-0...
People will lose their jobs, reputations will be...
Yeah, I think they have to, don't they?
But here's the thing. If it looks bad and feels bad, it is bad. Now... all the past champions are commenting. We, from the cheap seats, are potting, some more than others. Australians like Pup Clark we had on are questioning. So, but they're still pig-headed enough to think, no, this was planned. This is what we're doing. We don't care. We'll do it our way and we'll go down our way. That is pig-headed.
Yeah, and sometimes you can pay the ultimate price for that.
This management, which management in a cricket team would be the captain, yes, the coach, and the chairman of selectors, the travelling selector.
Absolutely.
They're the three key people. So these three key people would still keep Chris Massey on Lance Franklin.
Yeah, okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, the analogy. You're using another analogy.
It's another analogy.
Here we go.
Chris Massey stays on Buddy Franklin, who kicks 7 and wins a final off his own boot. You are D-heads, England. Why don't you pull your damn finger out, get in the net, start practising and actually dish something up for 5 days in Adelaide? That would be really nice.
And there was a lot of, what would you say, pre-game banter about how bad Australia was, the worst team since 2010-11.
All of that.
Those sorts of things. I think you've got to be careful when you make those sort of assumptions very early on. And I believe the US might be guilty of this, Sam. And when it came to the World Cup draw,
they did.
And our own Craig Goodwin, well, I reckon he wouldn't have been too happy with it.
That's up to them to have their opinions on how they rate the draw. You know, we could argue from the same side. Great, we got USA instead of getting, Argentina, Spain, France.
Was that called a segue?
It was.
That was good.
Timmy,
we've had analogies, we've had segues, we've had good radio craft, we've had everything this show.
I get good at this time of night.
Do you?
Well, you've just warmed up, finally.
2.5 hours in. But, and you know what? If I was the players, sometimes you just like a little bit of motivation.
Yep.
And you sort of go, right, just grab that and just play it at the right moment to say, this is what they thought of us. Before you go out, this is what they thought of us.
Are they any good?
Yeah, they've been okay. They're ranked 14th in the FIFA rankings.
Oh, okay. But they can't beat us.
Well, did you hear the reaction?
Already.
On Monday, we played this when Campo was here. Have a listen. This is how the USA reacted when the Socceroos were drawn in their draw.
Layup for the U.S.
We just beat them a couple months ago. Let's go. That is a great start for the U.S.
Not about start.
They quite possibly got the easiest of the pot 2 teams. Yeah, we don't want to disrespect the teams, but they got the easiest team. Australia, they got the easiest team out of all the pot 2 teams.
Now, you make a big statement. What about that?
Wow.
They put you to shame.
But is there any surprise? Big, brash, fast-talking, square-jawed, big teeth.
We've got the easiest team.
Yeah. Who's there? You tend to copy what's above, the leaders above. Who's their leader? Donald Trump.
Oh, president.
Does that even
surprise you?
That doesn't surprise me.
It's just
they cheered.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo!
It's a little bit of ammunition that I'd keep in my pocket for the right time if I was Popovich.
Just play that as you walk out the race.
Correct. It'd be exciting. All right, it's time to get to a break. Michael Clark will join us next.
Rowey and Timmy G on the 5AA Sports Show.
Premier Peter Malinowskis, fresh from being interviewed by CNN's Jake Tapper.
David Penberthy and Will Goodings.
Sorry you got to rough it with us provincial media types.
No, it's always good to be with you, James.
5AA Breakfast.
It is a pretty significant thing for South Australia to have the attention of the world.